These young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
And welcome in. It is Woodward Nights.
Woodward.
With Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. It is Thanksgiving Eve. And tomorrow, the Detroit Lions play football again versus the Green Bay Packers.
The Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions, baby. It is a beautiful night. We've got the Thanksgiving Day game tomorrow. The parade in downtown. Turkey trot. Downtown Detroit's going to be going off all day tomorrow, I feel like.
Bananas.
You're going to be down there.
I will be down there.
You will be down there. Nick will be down there. Jalen might be down there. I won't. I'll be here doing the pregame show with D-Mac and doing the stream with D-Mac, enjoying a good Thanksgiving. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Thanksgiving, though, brother. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. You know, it's all about the preparation of Ohio, but in terms of Thanksgiving, I'm feeling great about this game, about dinner once I get home from the game. I can't wait.
As soon as the game's done, I'm going home. I've already got it all lined up.
Do you?
I'm going to my aunt's.
Let's go.
Yep. But I'm going to be late, though.
You know what's also a good way to kick off the weekend, despite the amount of red on the screen right now, because it's not the week for that.
Red.
Red Wings are up 3-0
They are
in New Jersey against the Devils, who beat them on, I believe it was opening night in New Jersey.
It might have been. Did you see
with the call
at home? Let's go.
Did you see the giveaway tonight? They had a giveaway. They gave away what are those? The Zamboni?
Gravy.
A gravy though. Yeah, they gave away a gravy Zamboni.
Interesting. Like a Zamboni, but a gravy pourer.
Yeah, how sick is that?
No way.
Yeah, I tried to get a picture. I texted Gentry. He was feeling under the weather, so he wasn't able to get to the game. But I texted him because I wanted to get a picture of it to put on the show. Wings did put a video out of it, so if you're on their Twitter, if you guys want to check that out.
I wonder where Gentry is going on tonight.
Sick. No, he's sick. He texted me because it's his birthday at midnight.
It's his birthday
at midnight? His birthday is at midnight, so he was planning on going out, but he was supposed to go to where I was telling you before. And
seen that move before.
Don't think he is. But another packed show, as always. We've got a full crew here. We've got Jalen in the TD booth, as always, full squad. Jalen, how we doing? Ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow?
I want to eat.
No!
Let's go.
I want to eat. See the Lions eat, I'm going to eat.
Let's
I'm going to go shopping.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. And we got Nick in the sound booth, as always.
The Lions are going to be eating a whole lot of cheese heads, baby. The Packers are going down. Let's go. I cannot wait for this game. Detroit's going to be buzzing.
Let him go.
I'll be buzzing a little bit,
Go.
you know, after we take care of some business. It's going to be great downtown. I cannot wait for it. The Lions about to go to 9-2. Let's go, boys.
I think Nick, I'm starting to get a feel for this. I think Nick might write a monologue for every show. It's one of the most fantastic things I've ever. Every time we go to him, he is ready to go. He has something ready on his head.
Always ready.
Great, bro.
I'm always more ready the day before a game. I just start. It starts.
And you got the wings
starts
beer
coming to me a little bit more. Let's go.
The Kool-Aid runs through his veins.
Yeah, it does. Let's go. I'm gonna be sipping on some tonight.
You have a better shirt on than you did yesterday with that Michigan State shirt.
Yeah, that
was disappointing.
It was a hoodie.
Yeah.
Ryan's reaction in the chat: Lions by 14.
Easy.
Let's go.
We've got score predictions tonight. We're going to go over that. Make sure you guys stay around. Ryan, though, make sure you stay around for the 9:40. We're going to be doing our Lions score predictions. Make sure you guys stick around for that. Couple things, though, here real quick, Broder. Heading in here before we really start getting into it. I don't know if you saw that. I put this graphic out on Woodward Sports a couple days ago, actually. It's a Roger Goodell one. Jalen, I think it's in there if you want to throw it up, if it is in there. But
I got you.
Roger Goodell, I don't know if you guys saw on Fox 2 News, Dan Miller interviewed him a little bit, and they put it on their YouTube. And he basically came out and said, hey, we're getting a lot of different networks asking for the Detroit Lions.
Yeah,
people are reaching out. They remind me, I know I put this out, this came out Sunday or Monday, but I'm thinking tomorrow is that primetime Thursday game, Thanksgiving. The whole country will be watching the Detroit Lions. It reminded me of this. And, bro, I wanted to ask you, we've talked about these flex games. I think the Lions might get flexed 2 more times this year. I truly do think. I think that Broncos, and then I think you could sit there and say maybe the Dallas. Dan Miller was on E&E today and did bring up a good point with Dallas. That it was like
moving to Saturday.
You can't really. Well, it's going to most likely be Saturday. He said with the what's his name? that the heavyweights hate.
JFK?
Troy Aikman and
Joe Buck?
Joe Buck, yes. He said that they might probably get them on
close.
Saturday, but they said there's no Monday Night Football games because it's New Year's.
Interesting.
So that Cowboys week.
I don't want a shortened week, but that would be cool to be on national TV as long as they play well.
It would.
Which they haven't in Dallas the last couple of years.
And the Broncos game is sitting there. It's TBD as well. So I think just with Roger Goodell, the NFL, you know what the NFL is about. These leagues are about making money.
Yeah.
That's all they want to do. So when you have a guy like Roger Goodell that says, hey, we've got a lot of networks that are reaching out to us about the Detroit Lions, I can guarantee you that the Lions get flexed a couple times this year because they want to make that money.
You think, too, with Goodell showing up at the game and the networks want to see the Lions, do you think deep down there's like the Lions are going to start getting some favorable calls from the refs, or maybe some of those like ticky-tack Will Harris pass interferences in the end zone maybe don't get called because they want to keep this ship rolling? 16-4 in the last 20 games.
I see what you're saying.
See where I'm going?
I do think possibly. I don't think we're going to get those calls, but I think you're not going to get the calls that you've gotten in the past.
Gotcha.
Like, remember, like 2015, like those years when you were getting like in the playoffs, the Dallas. Like, you're not going to get bad calls against you. I feel like.
Do we get like you know how on opening night against the Chiefs, the right tackle?
My gosh! I think after that, you'll never get a bad call against the Lions again.
Yeah, like are they viewed now in the way where we see that we're going to make sure that gets called?
Yeah, I think Roger, like knowing that people want to see the Lions, networks want the Lions, everything's about the Lions right now. When Roger probably saw it, he probably called the refs them right away and they're like, "What are you doing?
Yeah,
people want this team. Like, what are we doing?"
Yeah,
I do think though I know he was in town. I believe he had a meeting in regards to the NFL draft as well. So that's exciting. Things are looking very, very up here in Detroit. And then obviously tomorrow we have all these Thanksgiving festivities downtown. I feel like every single person I've talked to today is like, "Yeah, I'm going to be downtown tomorrow. I'm going to be downtown." I'm like, man. I'm not.
Everyone's driving. It's going to take hours to get around.
I want to tell you to get there early, but you have Woodward in Maine.
Boys, insider info here. Woodward is already shut down. Currently shut down, blocked off from, I believe, Warren. So, Warren all the way downtown.
Great update,
Insider
Nick.
info.
Because you reside in the town of Detroit.
Right across Woodward. Didn't even look.
Detroit. Chief Pontiac.
Before we get into some more Thanksgiving stuff here, though, there was a video. I don't know if you watched the Amon-Ra St. Brown podcast.
I didn't see the newest one.
There was some things. Obviously, he went at his brother because of the loss. That was funny. If you guys want to go watch that, check that out. But the one video that stood out to me, his brother was like, there's someone that sits behind our side. He's like, I don't know if you know this.
I didn't realize
someone
this.
sits behind the sideline of the Lions sideline every game. He said he was there last year, and he just goes at players. And there's a video here of St. Brown and his brother talking about it, and it's kind of funny because DJ Moore got in on it, Justin Fields got in on it. I think I put it in Slack there. Was it in there, Jalen?
I got a video on the sideline. Yeah.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, throw that up there because this is hilarious.
Yeah, baby.
There's a guy that sits behind our bench that just talks nonstop all game.
Nonsense, I love it.
Yelling the whole game. He was there last year too. The whole game, just talking like this.
Lions fan, what was he saying?
The Ohio State or some to Justin Fields. Take your headband off to me.
Take the headband off. Take the headband off. I want to see that film in hairline.
When DJ scored, he took the ball, he signed it, said "shut up." And signed
Did he really?
Y'all don't know.
But he was talking the whole game, bro. I was like, they must give him free seats and say, sit here and just talk the whole game.
All right, that has to be one of the funniest. And the Lions, to be honest, they don't probably give him free tickets. They need to make sure that man is in the house every single game going forward.
Take care of that man.
Everything. Make sure whoever that guy is, I want to know who he is. I would love to get him on Woodward Nights to speak with him. So whoever you are, reach out to us. Would love to get you on Woodward Nights. That is one of the funniest things ever. And it wasn't just this game. His brother said that the last time they were in Chicago, they were in Detroit last year, same guy was here.
Apparently he's at every game.
Which is great. And DJ Moore,
unless you sit next to him.
No, I would love it. I would be dying. I'm not gonna lie.
For the whole game, every single game,
yes.
every game.
I'm all about that.
Would you rather have? I'm going off script here. Would you rather have someone next to you who's chirping all game, good or bad, or someone in front of you with a sign? that they're holding up.
Someone chirping. I don't care about chirping.
All right.
As long as it's like not chirping to where it's like you're about to get in a fight with someone. Like I don't want to deal with all of that. But like if you're chirping to the players and they're kind of reacting back to it and it's kind of a mutual thing. Like because DJ Moore literally gave him his touchdown ball and put "shut up" on it.
I think that's cool though. I think it's good like when the players and the fans can do that. Like I went to the Raider game. You okay, Boone?
Yeah, no, I was just straightening out.
Like a quick note, I seen a guy at a Raider game, the Lions Monday night game. The Raider fan like was with me, and the Lions fan hit his hat off. Like that's when like stuff gets like
That's when the fight starts.
I'm not a fan of like the fighting when it
It's cool
comes.
to like be like competitive, root for your team. But when it gets like that, like you just have like a respect for the game and like the environment more so. So I like how that dude was on the sideline, with the Bears and stuff like that.
And the fact that DJ Moore gave him that ball, like he must not have said anything over the top. Like he didn't cross the line. Otherwise, DJ Moore wouldn't have played with it. He'd be annoyed, I'm sure.
Justin Fields came over to him and talked to him. There's a part of the video where Justin Fields came over and was like speaking with him because he kept calling them Ohio State like trash, blah blah blah. It's just all in good fun though.
I believe Equanimous hit on that it wasn't anything crossing the line in the video.
It's a good time, The boys just dudes being dudes. That's all it is. Also in the Amon-Ra St. Brown episode though, I thought this was crazy, Broder. His brother said he lined up against number 1 and it was like, why does number 1 wear red contacts? So Cam Sutton, demon. He is a dog. Cam Sutton out there is just red contacts. Like that's one of the crazy. It's like what's his name? I'm drawing a blank right now.
Romanowski,
fullback for the Lions. Kyle Vanden Bosch. I don't even know if he was fullback, linebacker or something. DN.
Are they those
dog? We should have got a picture. Booner, you messed up there.
Are they the red contacts that
I wonder if
they aren't just the color red, but they're actually like to help your sight. There's some. I remember back in the day when I was playing baseball, there was they were coming out with these new contacts that helps your depth perception or see objects. It like blurs out the background.
I believe it is an intimidation factor.
That's what might be.
I remember like Tyler, the creator, used to wear like the all black ones. I believe in the Yonker music video when he's eating like
scary man.
What a great reference,
something like crickets or something. I remember those were a big deal. I believe Hobson had some all white ones.
Hobson, I heard that one. Wow,
yeah,
boy.
There we go.
It's like cottage cheese with all this culture.
Strictly an intimidation factor. I was stuck, and I love it.
Sorry, there was just too many conversations. I was so confused.
Well, it was. We're good.
I should have got a picture though of the red eyes. I should have.
Hey, we'll get them for Friday.
That's on me.
How about it?
We should all do it.
I'll find one right now. How about? There's got to be one on
Hobson
our.
used to wear the hell out of those things, man. It was got real dark.
All right. Let's move on from that.
Sorry.
That one got out of control. Love you, boys.
That wasn't out of control.
No, not at all. Lions, though, tomorrow. Thanksgiving uniforms. Did you guys see this?
I'm a fan. I know not everyone's a fan.
Not a lot of people are. The heavyweights talked about it. They weren't. I don't hate them. I think at this point, it's not like the jerseys being like bad or not. I just think it's more so like a cool tradition that they just wear these throwbacks. That's kind of how I like it. To where it's just constant, like on Thanksgiving they're gonna wear these. There was a lot of people on Twitter. I don't know if any of you guys saw that like didn't think they were gonna do it, and people like were tweeting at them like, "You guys better like." They like people were going at them, and then today they obviously released that they were gonna wear them. So you guys don't do any of you around the room? Do you guys like it? Yes, no?
I'm a fan. I like
uniforms?
It. Yeah.
I mean, it's
throwback. Yeah.
You like them?
It's vintage. I mean, like they're set for that specific day.
Yeah.
Like we don't wear them any other game. So like the one game will never hurt. I don't mind it. Not at all.
Yeah, I like it. It just feels like every Thanksgiving you wear those uniforms. I don't even think it has anything for me to do.
It reminds me of Mike McMahon.
Mike McMahon.
That's an NFL 2K3 legend.
I was always a fan of Mike McMahon. Like he was never going to be the Lions starter like long term, but whenever he was athletic. He was sort of. I don't know. I like Mike McMahon.
We are having a lot of throwbacks on this episode.
Jeff Garcia.
Oh,
remember that guy?
Jeff Garcia.
Yeah, the Lions have had so many quarterbacks in the last 15 years.
It was a picture of
underrated. Dante Culpepper was the Lion.
It was a picture on Twitter saying that you couldn't be a fan if you didn't know these two guys were on Thanksgiving.
Joey and
Roy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that was a very
shout out to Joey Harrington and Roy Williams.
The Oregon. Man. He went to Oregon, right?
Oregon.
Oregon.
Oregon and Texas, I think.
Yeah.
Joey Harrington, Oregon. Yeah.
Oregon. Yeah. I think Roy Williams, Texas.
Roy went to Texas. Yeah.
Joey Harrington's a very good piano player.
Is he?
Way better than he is a quarterback player.
What a fact to have.
We are on fire.
Well, that was part of the
bro.
thing, like that people thought he was soft because he was a he's like a classical piano player, and that's so people ripped on him for it. But he's a really good musician, I should have said. Patches.
Did you see John Madden 4-0 wings?
4-0 wings. This will be the last Red Wing update because it is 4-0 now. It's not too close. Moritz Saida.
No, I'll celebrate any goal. I'll celebrate any goal.
Shout out Mo.
Raymond won. Larkin won. Sider won. I forgot who had the other one, but let's go Wings. Really big bounce back game after the disaster in Sweden.
Did you guys see the John Madden patches?
Yes.
I don't understand what's on it, to be honest.
Me neither.
I looked at it for probably an hour straight.
You don't see John?
Oh, is it John? Oh, it's John on it. Oh my gosh. I looked at it at a different angle and I was like, dude, what is this?
Do you see it now?
I see it now.
Headset,
when you say it's a face, I see it.
Yeah.
Dude,
from
if
the
someone
side,
would have told me, I'm not kidding. This is dead serious. I looked at it from the side.
I'm not gonna lie, man. It's noticeable. If you look at it right, you can see his face.
Now you can, yes.
Oh, yeah.
If you're looking at it straight, you can see the face. When you say it's a face, but without that, I'm looking at it to the side. I had no clue it was a face. I thought maybe it was like a turducken or something, and I was like, "Where is it? Like, I don't see it." And then now I see the face.
It does kind of look like all the different pieces of a turkey or a chicken.
That's what I was getting at.
/ the state of Michigan a little bit.
I was getting at. I thought it was like a piece of each team playing, and John Madden and the turducken. I thought it was just everything combined. And I sat there and I looked at it and I was like, I'm trying to find the turkey. And I could not for like an hour. I was sitting there on my computer like really breaking down this patch.
Yeah.
And it was just John Madden the whole
Need
time.
that tough acting and acting.
All right, let's hit break. When we come back, I do have a Thanksgiving question for you guys when we come back.
I love it.
I had it here for the first segment.
We're
running over a little bit, so let's go to break. Lady Jane's, come to Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience. Register to win a trip of your dreams and all expenses paid suite for the 2024 NCAA tournament. That is right, no expenses spared for you and 5 of your best buds. Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. It is wicked awesome.
Wicked awesome.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equip Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Woodward Sports and Long Drink Live tomorrow for the VIP tailgate party sponsored by Bullseye. It's at Eastern Market. It's at shed number 5, and it's going to be a bash. It's going to start around 9, I believe. It's the official Lions tailgate that you can come spend with Woodward Sports. We got food. We got beverages, entertainment. It's all included. Just head to bullseyeeventgroup.com to get your ticket, and let's have fun tomorrow. Boom.
All right, welcome back to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. Appreciate everyone locking in. I know it is Thanksgiving Eve. You guys actually, either you're going to be out at the bar tonight because it's the biggest bar night of the year, or you're at home making some food, getting ready for Thursday or for tomorrow, Thanksgiving dinners, Lions games, everything that's going on. So we do appreciate you guys taking the time to watch our show tonight. If you guys haven't yet, hit that like button for us. Let's get up to 50 likes before the end of this segment. First question real quick, fellas. I just want to. This was supposed to be in the first segment,
Yeah, baby.
and we'll go around the room real quick. I want to ask you guys, and I guess I can throw mine out there so you guys have an idea of what I'm talking about. What Detroit Lions? Because we're talking Lions here, because they played them all show. What Detroit Lions player or coach or whatever, someone on the Detroit Lions right now that you're thankful for? Do I want me to lead this off? I'll go quick.
You can be as long
You
as
guys already know who I'm going to pick.
You're gonna pick Anzalone.
Dan Campbell.
Danny, see?
Dan Campbell. I'm thankful for Dan Campbell. He is the sole reason. I mean, him and Brad Holmes, to me, are the sole reason this whole thing turned around. He brought in literally all the stuff that we talk about, grit. That wasn't here before Dan Campbell. He brought all of that in. I'm going to go Dan Campbell. I think that is the epitome of what this culture has turned and changed, and it will be this culture for going forward for years to come. I'm thankful for Dan Campbell.
I'm thankful for that answer out of you.
Thank you.
I love Dan Campbell. Do we all love Dan Campbell?
Hoorah.
Say yay or nay.
Hoorah.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm thankful for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Oh, man, me too.
4th round pick, 16 wide receivers drafted in front of him. He embodies Detroit. He embodies his team. Dan Campbell. It's a perfect mix. We got Penei Sewell, Amon-Ra St. Brown leading that offense. You got guys like Hutch, Anzalone, Tracy Walker, Cam Sutton, Kirby. These guys on the defense. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's so important to this team. I'm so thankful for you.
Love it.
Thankful.
Booth Boys, you guys got to thank
Double
player,
Bs.
person you're thankful for?
Yeah, I'll kick this one off here. I am thankful for Brad Holmes drafting Penei Sewell. Little double up on the first one. Absolutely setting this culture of your brand new Lions. And he didn't go out and draft Justin Fields. He stayed away from Micah Parsons. I know everyone loves Micah, but Penei Sewell absolutely is a huge reason why, and maybe the biggest reason why, the Detroit Lions are the brand new Lions. Let's go.
Bang.
Jalen?
I'm thankful for number 9.
J-Mo!
I'm thankful for J-Mo. J-Mo is becoming one in Detroit, and he's finally getting together. I'm happy for him. Great family. They're just very supportive of the city, so I'm happy he's here.
When you say 9, and I'm sorry,
You better not say what I think you're
you
going
know
to say.
who I think
I
of.
was going to say for getting 2 first-round draft picks.
No.
Who?
Matthew Stafford.
Oh.
I used to be.
Be thankful for him. He brought
I think
us golf.
we all could. Yeah, I think. Well, we had a good career here. I know we didn't win, but
It's a new 9 in town.
the new 9 thing just really throws me off. Still.
And number 9 likes Coney Island, too, so he's valid.
He does. After
Shout
midnight.
out.
Steve Lehman goes MCDC. Brad Holmes for me. John Hughes. I see a lot of MCDCs. David Montgritty, Ryan's reaction. QT says, I'm
Sierra
thankful
Gritty.
for Campbell and Sheila. I saw someone was thankful for Sheila. They had a good comment about for Sheila for having the balls to sign. I think it was Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes. These are some great
Nicholas
ones.
Duncan, thankful for Woodward Sports family. And thankful for you,
Hey,
Nicholas.
thank you.
Shout out. All right, let's get
We're
into
thankful
it here.
for you guys. Let's go.
Let's lock in, boys. It is time.
It's
Detroit
time.
Lions versus the Green Bay Packers. Thanksgiving matchup. This, Broder,
Yes.
I want to go over some Thanksgiving notes here. I wrote down.
Send it, baby.
Detroit Lions 37, 44, and 2 on Thanksgiving. They've played in every single Thanksgiving game in the NFL. I'm pretty sure leading. I don't know when it started, but I'm pretty sure they've done that. From 2004 to 2012, the Detroit Lions lost 9 straight Thanksgiving games. 9. After that, guess what they did? They won 4 straight, and guess who that winning streak started with?
Packers.
The Green Bay Packers. And guess what they did after that 4-game winning streak?
6-game losing streak.
6-game losing streak. And guess who they start off again and playing tomorrow?
Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers. They're starting that streak off again. They're going to get the win tomorrow.
Like that cheese,
versus
stacking
Green
that
Bay.
cheddar.
Oh, man. I'm pumped. I'm pumped.
When you said that record and then 6 losses in a row, they were really close to jumping over the 500 mark. That would have been 37 and 38, right? If they're now 37 and 44 after 6 straight.
44. Yeah, actually, you are correct.
We got to start. We got to go
7.
We got to run off 8 in a row now.
Yeah, we do. I think they have a chance to do it, especially
Yeah.
if you get a team like the Packers. I think sometimes they get the Bears. A lot of times I feel like it's a divisional opponent.
Timeout. The man, the myth, the legend, Steve Lehman. Happy Thanksgiving, Woodward Nights fan. Thank you, man. 20
Thank you,
bucks.
Steve. Appreciate
We
you.
really appreciate that donation.
Shout out
Steve.
Jay Cruzen too. He is a member now. I see
Go
there.
cruising, pew pew.
But this matchup here tomorrow, the Packers. I want to pull this up here. Are the series notes? Regular season. I don't know if I want to read this. Lions are down 77 to 102 in 7. At home, though, this is the positive: 48, 41, and 3. I actually saw the play, Broder. I saw it today on Twitter. The Hail Mary. The Aaron Rodgers Hail Mary, and someone posted it. I was like, "Why did you have to post this?" No,
Nightmares.
No,
Night terrors.
God, please, no.
did not
no.
Dry dreams.
But I believe the Lions have won 3 straight versus the Packers right now. So
Yeah.
we've got the.
You got to expect. I know we're going to get more into the game, but the Packers are going to bring their A game because just like the Lions wanted to spoil their season last year, they want to put a little wrench into the Lions season too. So they're going to be coming ready to play despite a lot of injuries.
Yeah, and let's do the injuries then right now. There's only one. This is the craziest thing, fellas. We talked about it a little yesterday, but like the injury report from 4 or 5 weeks ago for the Detroit Lions to now is one of the most incredible. And this is when people like the 1 seed thing when that comes into play. Like if you get a bye week, look what this bye week does to the Detroit Lions. Jalen, whenever you want to throw up just the Lions injury report because this is insane.
Dude, it's so long.
Jonah Jackson. I mean, that's the biggest injury report of the NFL history. Look at that.
It sucks. I'm so happy it's such a small injury report, but I'm very sad that it's Jonah Jackson. Like, he's important. We can definitely win this game without him, but he's important to that run game.
I put in my notes here. I don't know if I put it in the ones for you to see, but Dan Miller spoke about it a little bit today, though. But Colby Sorsdale stepping in for Jonah Jackson.
Huge.
This is the thing, though, with that. Jonah Jackson's contract's up at the end of the year. What are the conversations me and you have had on this show a little bit? That maybe that's a guy to where if you don't want to spend a ton of money on your offensive line, that's one of those guys that you might have to step away from. And look at what they're getting out of Colby. They're kind of getting a look at him, seeing what he can do these next couple weeks.
I was wondering, and I don't know why I didn't put that together. It's a great point. I was wondering why they moved him over to left guard.
Yeah.
Like he played right tackle in college. He's been working on right guard in training camp all offseason. There's got to be some reason. Like, why wouldn't Graham Glasgow go play left guard?
Yep.
But then I think, why would they test this out in the middle of the season against the Bears? Like, I don't know. I think there's a very good chance that's actually the reason. They're just getting him experience there. Because maybe they want to draft a tackle. Maybe they want to draft Taylor Decker's replacement. Maybe move Colby Sorsdale into that guard spot.
Oh, we've got Jeff Brewster.
JB?
I think he's donated $50, 25 and 25. Shout out.
I got 125 from Jeff. Shout out Jeff Brewster.
Shout out Jeff Brewster, man.
Jeff,
for
you're the man.
For the donation there. Happy Thanksgiving as well. You are the man as always.
Shout out.
That is crazy though. I thought that when Dan Miller said that today, I was a little like not shocked, but I was like, yeah, that's actually a fair point. To where that's kind of you're getting a look at, and in the fact that it's a late round rookie draft pick. Like it's not like it's just like your first round pick. This is a dude that was drafted in the late rounds to where we're all like, who is this guy? And he's already starting when the injuries.
To be determined if he gets to the level of a Jonah Jackson, or I can't even say Penei Sewell because he's on a different level, but he's definitely he's got it. Like he's gonna be a good player for the Lions for at least his rookie contract. He's doing good things. He's a really good kid.
He is. Moving over
really
to the good, great catch.
Yeah.
Moving over to the Packers injury report though, they actually have a lot of pieces out. This is like the Lions 5 weeks ago. This is one of the crazier things. I feel like they just put everyone on their injury report. There's no way all these guys this is insane.
If I was Dave Portnoy, I would be writing a letter. So Jair Alexander is questionable. That would be huge. Kenny Clark looks like he's going to be playing. He was hurt the other day. I know on here somewhere. Luke
Campbell.
Musgrave, there it is. Placed on IR. Luke Musgrave has been playing really well. I think in the last couple of games, I got a note here somewhere. He's had like 9 catches for 150 some yards and a touchdown. He's starting to figure it out, and their offense has been good with him. Looks like Watson's playing. Emmanuel Wilson, their backup running back. He's out. So it is. It's going to be. Wait, where's A.J. Dillon on here?
A.J. Dillon is questionable as well, which I think he does play. I don't think that's going to be a problem, in my opinion at least. There's no way that they go around with this game without A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones and then their backup running. Like I just don't see that happening. I don't know what weapons they would have. Like you're just gonna Jane Reed in the backfield the whole game. I don't know what you.
They signed James Robinson.
Yeah, but is he ready?
I don't know.
I don't think like that. You know,
it might just be like an emergency depth, someone who can stand in the backfield if needed. But you're right.
Campbell.
I think we're gonna get a lot of passing attempts out of Jordan Love. They're gonna be slinging it.
Kirby.
Yeah.
Big game.
That's what.
I got
Jeff Brewster back at it with another 25.
Oh, shout out Jeff.
Brewster.
Jeff Brewster.
Big time.
I'm thankful for you.
I am.
Kirby Joseph, big game though. If they can't run the ball,
Yeah.
expect big things from the safety there.
We're let's
thanks,
do this.
Papa.
We're gonna get into 8:30. We're gonna get into the Lions offensive breakdown here versus the Packers defense. 8:45. We're gonna do the Lions defense versus the Packers. 9 o'clock. We're gonna do a little bit temperature check. We were gonna do that yesterday. I think it's actually good to do it today too with the game tomorrow. Kind of see who's cold, who needs to heat up, kind of, and who's already hot, and you can rely on tomorrow. 9:15 keys to victory. 9:30. We've got a new segment here. This is a Broder segment. It is comparing Lions players, which the heavyweights actually did it without them.
I had the idea first, although there was no collusion. They came up with it on their own.
They did, which is great. We're basically just comparing Lions players to Thanksgiving dishes. Broder did an article on that, so we're going to break down that. 9:40, we're going to get into some Lions score predictions, and then obviously mailbag. But let's hit break. I'm going to tell you guys about the Lions pregame show. That is tomorrow, and guess who it will be? Me and D-Mac on the desk, baby.
Ooh.
The 4-time Stanley Cup champion, not Jeff Freddie. Hollywood, he's too Hollywood. He's going to the game. He's one of Jack Harlow's backup dancers tomorrow. So that's where Hollywood will be. Make sure you guys tune in, though. That is tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., right after the morning, or not the morning Woodward show, but Woodward in Maine. We're going to be breaking down all the injuries. We're going to break down everything you guys need to know, all the matchups for the game tomorrow. Make sure you guys tune in at 9:30 all the way to 11:30 on the Woodward Sports YouTube page. And then, Big Boy, baby. Wintertime in Detroit is always better with comfort foods from Big Boy. Try the Veal Parmesan or the new Southern Comfort Chicken Bowl. And how about the breakfast? The stuffed potato pancakes, they are back. The classic Lumberjack and the Santa Fe Garden. And if you want to try it out, and you should because I had it and it is beautiful, the apple pie hotcakes, they are too good to miss. And you can top it all off with the new gingerbread shake for dessert. Stop by your local Big Boy today to try those out.
Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, two of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune in to the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and you offer more products to more people.
Yeah, baby.
That's exactly what Les Stanford did. Their products are cars, and they added Les Stanford Buick GMC. They got the same great service the customers have come to know and expect, know and trust. Located on Woodward Avenue, just south of 9 Mile. So location friendly. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today. Find the brand you want. LesStanford.com.
All right, we are back. Woodward Nights,
timing.
Yeah, look at the.
Sorry, bro.
I blame them. I'm just kidding. I love you guys.
Well, I'm so confused with what's going on right now. Woodward Nights with
Just
Booner
talk.
and Broder. My name is Booner. Broder, as always. Detroit Lions beat reporter Jalen in the TD booth and Nick in the sound booth.
And another $25 from Jeff Brewster.
Love you, J-Man, JB.
J-Man.
All right, welcome back, though, to the Woodward Sports Network. If you guys haven't yet, make sure you guys hit that like button. And let's get up to 75 before the end of this segment. We're going to break down those Lions-Packers games, Thanksgiving. Let's start this, Broder.
Yeah.
Offense. We're going to get into this Lions offense. This is something I think has been a pretty the biggest, not weakness to the Lions. I think that if you look at the weakness, that's the defensive line. But the most positive part of this whole football team right now, probably the #1 offense in the NFL, the most explosive offense in the NFL. And do you remember what they did last time to this Packers team? They dominated them.
That first half was incredible.
Dude, it was insane. They went off, I think the rushing yards was like 220 or 200 and something to like, I don't know, 20 rushing yards. It was just a night and day difference. The total yards was like 500 to 200. They had nothing. They couldn't. The defense could not stop anything. I kind of want to get your first opinions on this, though. The biggest kind of matchups here for this offense to this defense, because the biggest piece on that Packers defense, nothing really scares me, if I'm going to be honest. The only piece on that defense right now that scares me, I don't even know if you remember him from last time, and I'm sure every Detroit Lions fan does, because he pushed your trainer. He's gotten kicked out, I believe, maybe of 2 Lions games now in his short career. But Quay Walker had 19 tackles. Shrinking over there. He had 19 tackles versus the Detroit Lions last time.
That's 19. A lot of tackles.
And I'll speak with Easy about this a little bit in the back when we do this little, they get done and we kind of do this little crossover thing. And he was like, a lot of people don't give Quay Walker the credit he deserves because Lions fans hate him. He's a good football player.
Pit, man.
Yeah.
19 tackles in one game, especially versus the Detroit Lions. Like, that is insane. That's, to me, the biggest matchup, I think, is a guy like Quay Walker. I'm not really worried about this Packers line at all because I have faith in our offensive line. Best in the NFL.
When you think about whether it's Rashawn Gary or Preston Smith coming off the edge, you got Taylor Decker or Penei Sewell who can shut down anybody in the league, or at least neutralize anybody in the league. But I do like that Quay Walker pick. You think, what did the Lions not have as much of in that first Thursday night game with them that they do now? Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yes.
Jahmyr Gibbs. This is where I think they can utilize him, whether it's running to the outside or catching passes in the flats or a screen pass. Quay Walker was hitting those gaps, and he had many of the tackles of David Montgomery's 32 carries. So if you can keep him guessing, keep him roaming, trying to figure out, do I crash the run or do I follow Jahmyr Gibbs to the outside or whatever the strategy is, that's a good one. Quay Walker, you got to neutralize.
Yeah, I think that's like just the biggest matchup to me is this Lions offensive line just dominating up front, because I do believe it. When we get into the keys to victory, is like one of them I'll kind of give it away here, is just basically establishing the run. And I think like with this Lions offense, there's not a ton of guys on this defensive line that scare me. Rashawn Gary, obviously, Preston Smith, Kenny Clark. Like, they have a couple dudes, but they're not like, when you really put them up against the Penei Sewell, Taylor Decker, I'm Frank Ragnow. Like, I'm not sitting here like, whoa,
Can't win with them.
So I think there's something to say today or tomorrow to where I kind of want to see David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs get like 15 touches each, or if not more.
That's they've kind of been doing that. I mean, they're I don't know if balance is the right word, but they're starting to use them. Ben Johnson's starting to use them in more creative, equal ways. Like some games, Jahmyr had 14. I think David Montgomery had 12. David Montgomery had 15 carries in one game. Jahmyr Gibbs had 9. Like, it's about keeping that defense guessing, like creating those matchup problems. Also, this might be a sneaky pick, but Jameson Williams on what's his name? Rudy Ford, their safety. I don't know if Jair Alexander is going to be out there, but when you think about JMO breaking these deep routes free, like getting free on these deep routes, their safety, Rudy Ford, is going to have to keep an eye out for him. They're going to have to neutralize him. Otherwise, if he is a big player too, that
he
does
had
not
a big
bode
play
well
versus the Packers last year.
Yes,
I don't know
it
if
might
you remember
happen
that.
again.
That got called back.
In the last game of the season. You're right.
He did.
That was one
he
of
had
the touchdowns that got called back.
He got called back. I can't remember if it was a flag or he might have stepped out of bounds on one of them. He might have had 2. I can't remember, but I believe he's had a big play versus the Packers already. The thing, though, with these 2 running backs, Broder, I want to get into this to where it's like, I felt like last game versus the Bears, one of the reasons that offense kind of didn't really get going until those 2-minute drives was they didn't kind of establish that run. And they, like, obviously David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs both between rushing and receiving both had 14 touches. I feel like that you just need to up that, because it felt like every time both of them touched the ball, you're getting 5, 6, 7 yards. And the way that Jared Goff has been playing, I don't want to say he's been playing bad, but there has been the interception issue. And I know there's a tip pass, there's the running off the route. Like, there's different situations, but I feel like this Lions team, it's number one, you have the best offensive line. give the ball to your two best guys out of the backfield.
Give it to him. Eduardo O'Neill had a great comment in the chat. Said they don't have anyone that could cover J-Mo, so they'll want to stack the box, and that'll lead to one-on-one. So they are going to try to stop that run. Also, because the Packers' rush defense is 28th in the league. They're giving up 134.7 yards per game. So they got guys like Gary, and you know he's not having his best season of all time. He did just get paid, but that rush defense isn't so strong. Their pass defense is 7th in the league, although they're banged up. We talk about Jay Alexander. I think there are a couple other cornerbacks, like 2 or 3 other ones who are banged up too. So there's areas to exploit. I think Jared Goff's going to have a monster game, but I wouldn't have a problem at all if they just pound the rock. If they go Michigan against Penn State.
That's where I think they need to kind of get back to that and just do that.
Feast.
Yeah, and that's why I think they do it. To be honest, I want to see Jared Goff's stats versus the Packers last time because. I was going to say I want to see Jared Goff. My prediction was going to be 200 yards. Last game he had 210 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. David Montgomery rushed for 120 yards and had 32 carries. Damn. I don't want to see David Montgomery get 32 carries because I want to see Jahmyr Gibbs get the ball. But I think just pound the ball. They don't have their rush
18,
defense
19 carries.
Like you said, 28th in the NFL.
28th.
You can get the ball 2 or 3 times and score 3 straight times, get up 21-0 right away if your defense can get some stops, and game's over, just like it was the first game.
Greg Schmidt says Goff at home, in the dome, coming off a bad week, size is going to be outrageous. You could probably replace size with girth, length, manliness.
Man.
Goff's going to go off.
I don't think I'm not going to say go off. I did want to ask this question. I had it yesterday. Is this a get-right game for Goff?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Kool-Aid man over there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's got to be a bounce-back game. He never throws 3 picks. Could have easily been 4 there. That would have been
5.
a massive. Yeah. Talking about his massive size, that would have been a massive play in this game. But it's going to be a big comeback game for him. On Thanksgiving, highlighted in front of the whole entire nation. Yeah, Goff's going to bounce back really strong here.
Bounce back AF says super mega Lions fan. Goff bringing the Pringles can, says Shane Daniel. I got that after I finished reading it. Nice, Shane.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, I just want to, like, if Goff, I don't think he's going to have 300 yards. I think it's going to be 200, 250, maybe a touchdown or 2. I just don't want to see him throw an interception. Yeah. Just take care of the rock.
I don't mind 1.
I don't want 1.
I don't mind 1. That means he's taking shots.
No, I don't want 1.
What did he do the last time he threw an interception against Green Bay?
I just want to see him play a clean game.
He can throw it late, but I want it to be more up by like 21 or something.
Yeah, I did.
What did he do the last time they played Green Bay?
He threw 1, but am I wrong to I just want, after throwing 3 interceptions, the reason is I'm saying this is a get right game for him. It's like you just want your quarterback to have confidence. Like, look at Dak Prescott in Dallas right now. He's thrown so many picks in his career, and he's used to that. But recently, like on ESPN today, they were talking about who has a better chance of going deep in the playoffs, the Cowboys or the Lions. A lot of them picked the Cowboys because of the way Dak Prescott's playing. I just want Jared Goff to get to that, and I get like
people aren't watching Lions games.
I get what you're saying, but
you are right.
It's some bias. It's some
bias, but like
that.
The reason their point is, it's like Jared Goff just threw 3 interceptions. If Dak did, we would be talking about it, which I agree. But you want your quarterback to be like going into the playoffs, going down the stretch. I don't want him to come off 3 interception games. I want him to be playing clean football. Remember that stretch he went on recently?
That's what I was just looking
I want to see that stretch again, and I want him to get back into that. I think this is a type of game to where he gets a feel for that again. It's the same thing as a shooter. When you start making shots and you go on that streak, Jared Goff, take care of the ball, feel that again.
I don't think this is real quick. Between him and Dak, I don't think Jared Goff's confidence ever goes away. Quite frankly, I don't think so. I don't think Dak can throw 3 picks and have a game-winning drive. I don't. I've never seen it. If I missed it, I'm a Lions fan, so I don't give a damn.
Every time he throws picks, they lose.
Yeah, and Jared Goff threw 3 picks and he won us a game. Like his confidence is out the roof. Dak Prescott does not have that, so I don't want him to throw a pick. But like if he does, I don't think he gets rattled because he was throwing the same. Like different routes or same routes in the pockets that he was throwing the interceptions in.
And what does he do after he throws a pick too? He goes and scores a touchdown.
Yeah.
Before, outside of this 3 touchdown game, every game he's thrown a pick, he's basically scored a touchdown right after. And that's not me. Like I just kind of use that ESPN example.
No,
it's
true.
not me comparing Dak and Jared Goff, but that's just kind of their example. Was
Fantastic example.
Dak's been playing well, and that's where I want Jared Goff to get, because when you do, like, no matter how good you are, kind of your confidence, when you throw 3 picks, you kind of have that in you. You have that feeling. It's just like shooting. Like when you miss 8 shots in a row, it's like you're in a cold streak. And that's what it is. And shooters do shoot. And Jared Goff's going to throw, and he's going to keep throwing because that's who he is.
And that's why
why he throws touchdowns after. I just would like to get. Imagine a Jared Goff in that 12-game stretch that he had early from last year to this year.
383 passes.
Imagine him doing that starting like next week all the way through the end of the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's why I just want him to get that. Like, let's get that back. That's all it is.
No, yeah, I don't disagree.
Thanks.
I don't.
I appreciate that.
I just think he had that streak, so he's a shooter. Like he's built up enough confidence.
How much?
We both agree, I think, on the same thing.
How nice would it be though to see like 115 QBR, 250 yards, only 3 or 4 incompletions,
fantastic,
2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and they just cut them up, run for 200 yards, win the game by 30, not 30, but like 20.
If I could script it, I'd script it just like that.
I talked to the people right in Hollywood. All right, let's hit break. We're gonna hit the defense next coming out. We're going to go through the Detroit Lions defense, Packers offense. We're going to break all of that down here. They do have the injuries on offense. But let me tell you guys about Woodward in Maine. They will be live tomorrow. 8 to 9 a.m., I believe, tomorrow. Not this Sunday, but they're going to move it from Sunday all the way to tomorrow. That is the Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show hosted by Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Detroit legend Terry Foster. Make sure you guys tune in on the Woodward Sports Network tomorrow for all of the insider information and breakdown right before the pregame.
I want it.
Yes, it's going to be a good show, but you could also experience Dispo Romeo before or after the show. Maybe you can get it before Thanksgiving dinner, get the munchies a little bit, fill that stomach up. They got fresh inventory from Michigan's largest variety of products. They're the first ever cannabis mall of its kind, conveniently located off Van Dyke Road and 32 Mile Road. Dispo Romeo is now open until midnight every day except Sunday, Monday through Saturday, open until midnight. I doubt they're open until midnight tomorrow, but so go get your stuff early. I don't know. Can it get any better than that? No. Dispo Dispensary, DispoShops.com, your local cannabis plug.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
We've just received word. The world's cannabis supply has vanished. The public is outraged and has taken to the streets in response to this tragedy. The individual responsible acted alone, and we can only hope they will make things right soon.
How'd you like to win a 100K Vegas getaway? Take your friends and live it up in the city that never sleeps. It's the Cintron Energy. Drink it and live it. Purchase a 24-pack today and enter to win at drinkcintron.com/Vegas. Cintron, the healthier energy drink with great taste so you can look good, feel great, and be the best version of yourself. Cintron. Drinkcintron.com/Vegas. Hoorah.
Hoorah, we are back. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate all of you guys locking in on the Woodward Sports Network. If you haven't yet, hit that like button for us. Let's get over 75. I don't know what the heavyweights we're at tonight. We're going to beat them out, though. We're going to have a great night. Keep talking this Thanksgiving. We have some Thanksgiving segments. Lions, Packers.
Hungry.
I'm not going to lie. I cannot wait to watch football tomorrow. And I cannot wait to have some good food. I'm so pumped.
There's some good games. What are the other games? I know we're going to talk about them. Commanders, Cowboys, 49ers, Seahawks.
Yep.
I'm interested in watching the Cowboys as a future opponent.
I don't know who I want to win, like out of like our matchup wise.
Oh, the Durs. We want the Cowboys to lose as many games as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
Trust me on this one.
I don't know because I kind of want the Cowboys to get hot before this Eagles game.
Oh, so they're playing well.
Yeah.
I see where you're going with that. So they
like,
beat the Eagles, but
then the Seahawks 49ers, I kind of want the 49ers to lose and the Seahawks to win. Because I want the 49ers to keep dropping.
I just don't
to get farther
I just
away
worry.
from that
We don't need Dallas to get any confidence beating the Eagles, although we want them to beat the Eagles.
No, we need them to beat the Eagles. Like, that's
so they beat the Eagles, lose to the Durs, beat the Eagles. That'd be best case scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. This is a mess. I'm not gonna lie.
Deron Bland is very good at football.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I was looking at his stats today. Just absolutely wild. Wild.
Oh, that's right. Eduardo, at the end of Lions games, player of the game gets a turkey.
A turkey.
Yeah. They eat it live.
They'll do a couple. They typically do a couple players though too. So like 3 or 4 of the players will go over and eat it. The Lions haven't done it in a while because they've lost 6 straight.
You're right.
So they haven't been able to do it. It's usually the like last year it was like Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, a couple guys, maybe Von Miller.
Eduardo, remind us in mailbag if we don't bring it up before then. We'll go around and we'll see. We'll basically be our MVP. Who's going to be the MVP?
Oh yeah, I like that actually. All right, let's do this. Detroit Lions defense. I don't. To me, I just think there's like one bottom lining, like a silver lining to this whole defense. I don't know if silver lining is the right word, but
you said half of it.
It's a great movie, by the way.
Line?
The silver lining, yeah, great. Who was in that movie?
Bradley Cooper.
Yes,
and
Bradley
Jennifer
Cooper.
Lawrence. Yeah, I watch stuff like that. People.
I just think there's one part of this whole defense that we keep talking about, and I think it's very, very like we're allowed to, and it's this defensive line. I think that's the story of this Lions team, or this defense. That seems to be what everyone keeps going back to, is this defensive line. And whether like if you're gonna have a game where you go win by 14 plus like you did in those 4 straight games, guess who was playing well in those games? The defensive line. And then when you're in these close games, these matchups where your offense has to go out there and like help win the games, like the Chargers, guess what? Defensive line struggles and they don't get any sacks. So like there is I think what is the thing on the math equation in the bottom? That there's a common denominator on every single Lions loss and win and close game and blowout, and it's literally the defensive line. What do they do? And I think this is a game to where they've had 5 sacks against Jordan Love last time. I want to see them do it again, bro.
Yeah.
And I want to see them go out there and get 6 or 7 and dominate Jordan Love, because at the end of the day, they have no weapons with Aaron Jones out. I'm not saying, okay, not no weapons, but outside of, like, they have no running backs. All they have is their 3 receivers, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, and Jaden Reed. If you can help, if your defensive line, Aiden Hutchinson, Alim McNeil, John Kaminsky, Romeo Okwara, Julian Okwara, if you guys can help and get to Jordan Love and help your secondary out, this offense will get nothing. I do not see this offense getting anything. And I think it's like a couple weeks ago when you saw them hold them to like 200 yards, Broder. And I think that's what this game comes down to, is can they get to Jordan Love and make Jordan Love mess up? Because since that Lions game, I don't know if you remember, what did he start the season like? 9 touchdowns, and like 2 interceptions, or just something crazy.
He's hotter than the Sahara Desert.
Since the Lions game, 9 touchdowns, 9 interceptions.
Yeah.
So he's been bad, and if you get to him, you disrupt that, game's over.
But in the last 3 games, Love has thrown 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with a completion rate of 65.6. So he is getting better, but a lot of that, their offense has been playing better too. But Luke Musgrave has been a part of that. So that's a huge weapon that they're going to miss.
That's the thing. Their main weapons are all gone.
Yeah.
Besides Jaden Reed.
I honestly think Jaden Reed's that guy you got to worry about. But I couldn't agree with you more about the defensive line, not just to go on the same point or agree with you, but with lacking a run game. If A.J. Dillon's the only running back they have, he's a big bruiser. They are a good red zone team on offense, but coming down the field, there are going to be a lot of one-on-one matchups with that defensive line, especially if Aiden gets double-teamed. Jordan Love's going to be sitting back passing. He might throw 45 balls, especially if the Lions get out to a lead. He might throw 45, 50 times on Thanksgiving. So those cornerbacks, those safeties, that secondary, they're going to be out there. Hopefully the Lions can just rush 4.
Yeah.
Maybe you throw a linebacker in there or a 5th player.
I think they start doing that consistently.
This is a good opportunity for Aaron Glenn. And I hate to say try things or experiment during a big game, but like That's why I think getting out to a lead's huge. So he can try things. Like, you got to figure out what stunts work, how to put, what's the best way to maximize Aiden Hutchinson? Are you going to move him around more, put him on the inside, switch it up? Oh, you also got to find out if these linebackers, like Terry's going to talk about it tomorrow morning, but talking about Alan Anzalone rushing the passer. Are they going to do more Anzalone?
That's the biggest thing to me is I want to see that. I want to see these guys go. Jack Campbell, let him go.
Yeah.
I think you have to start doing that because what's the thing we talk about with this defense? They might not have the personnel to do it, right? That does just because you don't have the personnel to me, you have the team to do it. We talk about the Booner path all the time. I've gotten arguments today about it with the Booner path. If you're going to go to the Super Bowl and do what we think you can do and make a Super Bowl and make a run for it, if you just don't have the personnel, Aaron Glenn's got to scheme something up, and you've got to find a way to get the job done with who you have. And I did see a comment in here. Bada bing, bada boom. He or she said, think we see Bruce Irvin at all or not yet? Probably a couple weeks yet, but if he's only going to play minimal snaps, he should be ready to go almost immediately. He will not be in. Dan Campbell spoke about it today in the press conference or yesterday and did mention that Bruce Irvin most likely is a no-go. Not there yet. I think there's just no rush to get him in. Just because you feel like you probably should win this game. Last week felt like you should have won the Chicago game. Maybe, in my opinion, I think that Saints game is that next game to where it's going to be a challenge. That's when you kind of get that back and implement him a little bit more and slowly get him worked in. But that's where I'm at with it, Broder. It's just like we got to see more of that. We have to see that. And I think tomorrow it's like the Jared Goff, the get right game.
Get right.
Aaron Glenn, it's a get right game.
I like that.
Start looking at some of this personnel, move things around, blitz Anzalone more. Jack Campbell, the meat missile, give him more opportunities going there. Obviously, we see Jack Campbell in coverage struggle a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we just throw him to the quarterback.
I love that idea. You've seen Alex Anzalone be the top linebacker in the league in pass coverage. Let him cover the linebacker, or let him cover the tight ends, the wide receivers in this game, and let Derek Barnes and Jack Campbell just get after the quarterback. Derek Barnes was playing really well at the beginning of the season. Our fullback, man? Our fullback? I'm just kidding. I wouldn't mind Rodrigo.
I do have a question on that. And I mean, I guess I'm not that, and I guess this is like a ball knower question, like Lucas or something I can ask.
Well,
but like a guy like Rodrigo, though, why can't we just start, if we don't have these edge rushers making plays, why don't we just start getting some of these guys out on the edge like Rodrigo? He's got the speed.
If you do that, though,
the size maybe, but
he's more of a stuffer.
The only issue with that is in this point of the season, you wouldn't want that. You want him to get at least an off season of him, getting adjusted to it. And I'm pretty sure he's played it, probably in high school or college, but.
Rodrigo?
He's still young too. You don't want to. He can probably play it, but you don't want to put him there in an uncomfortable spot just yet. But you never know because he may be able to adjust quick, but you don't know what the outcome would that be, and you don't want to put that on the defensive line right now with what's going on.
I look at it like this though. With James Houston, he went from that edge to kind of Sam, and they were kind of putting him in that linebacker position. Should have started First of all, probably just keep him at. That's why I think you're low
when he
on
comes
edge,
back, you go
just
quarterback.
Throw him back to where he was successful last year. But that's just where my thought is. It's I'm sure Rodrigo played Sam a little bit. Why not just try him out?
Yeah.
I mean, you're short. You're short-armed. You don't have the personnel. And I want Rodrigo is a dog, and he proved it. He was second on the team in tackles last year, or third.
I hit on this a little bit earlier in the week, fellas. I want to see Brian Branch because we see what happens when he gets in the backfield on those run plays. I want to see him in some blitz packages because he comes across that line of scrimmage like a
terrifying.
Heat-seeking
missile.
Let's go, baby. We're rocking Woodward Nights. I want to see a big Brian Branch blitz package coming.
I actually love that. What we saw last week, 100% want to see more. You know what?
What, Booner?
Kirby Joseph. He was out. And Nick, I know you mentioned Kirby earlier.
Corey Joseph?
Kirby. And I know I had this in my notes here, but I don't believe he played versus the Packers last game. I don't see it in the game.
He was his hip.
He was out. And I don't know if you guys remember last year, but he had at home or on the road he had an interception, 2 pass deflections, and at home he had 2 interceptions and 3 pass deflections. He dominates his Packers team.
He has Thanksgiving 2 times a year playing the Packers. He feasts.
Yes, and you did not see him last time versus the Packers versus a worse quarterback from Aaron Rodgers. Kirby Joseph. Welcome back to the stage versus the Green Bay Packers, Kirby.
Welcome back.
Go out there.
Welcome
Remember how Aaron Rodgers was? You became Aaron Rodgers' dad. Go become Jordan Love's dad. Go get your picks. 3 interceptions last year as a rookie versus the Green Bay Packers. 5 pass deflections. Go in there. Go get another interception and let Jordan Love know who you are. Because he's going to get the job. I think Kirby Joseph gets an interception tomorrow versus Jordan Love. Watch it. It's going to happen, Broder.
Is that something you can bet on?
I will bet on it. I'll pull it up right now.
Pull it in.
I can place the bet as we speak here.
Do it. He's going to do it.
A live bet from Booner?
I might place the bet right here.
Are you
Nick, they're going hard at us in the chat about our stashes while you do that bet.
Nick's stash looks more established, but Broder's looks more natural. I just cleaned this one up today, so it's looking a little shorter here, a little more clean. I'm actually surprised by the stash. Detroit Mario for a reason, but Broder taking this one away.
Hey, Detroit Dabber through and three says Nick's mustache looks like it goes inside of Broder's mustache like a Russian nesting doll.
Whoa! What the hell?
I had to say it because I was LOLing inside, and I had to verbalize it to our family. Love you guys. Oh, they're back. Okay, we're good. We're good.
All right, placing the bet right now.
What are the odds?
Plus 450.
So not a pick?
For a tutty?
For an interception. I just placed the bet. I have it locked in. That will be one of my bets on the pregame show tomorrow. Kirby Joseph interception. He has... Every single game he's played the Packers, he has an interception. He has 3 total on his career versus the Packers. I am taking a Kirby Joseph one. He owns the Green Bay Packers. He owns the Green Bay Packers.
Owns them. Right. Tell me about Hamlin Pub, where regulars go to watch these games.
Yes, and when we do come back, temperature check. We're going to go over some players here who we think are heating up and players that we want to see heat up. But... Hamlin Pub, baby. Have you ever wanted a bar where you are a regular? We have just a place for you. Head over to one of Hamlin Pub's 7 locations and experience where everyone is a regular. Half off pizza on Thursdays. Game day specials available during all Michigan sports events and NFL games. Come over to Hamlin Pub. It is the place to be. Make sure you visit the location today and experience where your new favorite pub for all things sports.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com. Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel.
Do you have stash football on the brain? That was on purpose. Fall ushers in college and professional football this year is going to be awesome. It is awesome. Fall is also the perfect time to shop your home and auto insurance, so shop it like a pro with Swiss Insurance. They cover Woodward Sports Network, and they should be covering you too. So ask for Mark at Swiss Insurance today or call 248-800-4177, SwissINS.com. Check them out.
All right, welcome back to Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, there's a lot of things going on in the chat right now. If you guys haven't yet, real quick, if you like these guys' stashes, hit the like button. Let's get to 75 here, heading into the second hour. We are on the second half of the show, getting things rolling. First of all, I just want to address this. Steve Wild said Booner can't grow facial hair. I do have facial hair.
You do. It's just on the cheeks you can't. But you have a
here,
goatee.
it doesn't come in, and it's weird. It's red. It's not like my normal hair color. It's red.
You're one of those?
My mom's has red hair. She's like a, you know.
I'm just messing with you.
And so my hair, my chin hair.
Wow.
Yeah. So I do.
How's
have
that
facial
feel?
hair. What?
interpret as you please.
Yeah, I don't know, bro, what you were trying to say
I'm not
there.
allowing any shaming of this. My girlfriend has red hair, and she is
Good for her. Good for you. My ex has red hair. And I'm not talking about Twitter.
Nick,
Nope.
I almost
I don't
wanted to say
discriminate.
20 seconds muted mic on that. I don't know what that was,
I
bro.
was gonna say something ridiculous. That was my
I'm
best.
happy you
That
did.
was-
Yeah.
Pivot.
Chuck Brewer says, so Booner dyes his hair. I do not.
Football!
I do not dye my hair.
Also, I know we got to get moving, but did Easy really say that Jack Harlow's better than Mac Miller?
I hope not.
I will say this.
He's a new legend killer.
I grew up, though, and I never really listened to Mac Miller besides a few songs, so I can't speak on the... I don't like to speak when I don't really listen. I've listened to more Jack Harlow, but like I know how legendary Mac Miller is, so I'm not going to comment.
Valiant of you. Victor Valiant.
It's just like me watching the player. I can't sit there and comment if I didn't...
Mac was a special one.
He was.
Very
Kool-Aid and frozen pizza.
Love it. All right.
Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid.
Let's do this. Let's get into
temp check.
Temp check. We were supposed to do it yesterday. Broder, I hope you brought a couple people. I said bring 2 people on offense and bring 2 people on defense. I didn't actually. I guess I did that. I just brought 2 for hot and 2 for cold.
Yeah.
So however you do. Okay, good. Let's start with hot then. I just want to go over 2 players each that. These players are heating up. You're expecting them tomorrow to have a big game. Who do you expect to go out there, continue to stay hot, and to continue to help out this Detroit Lions team to victory? Start with one player.
Number 1. Receiver.
Oh.
Out of Alabama.
Whoa!
Mr. Jamison Williams.
Hey!
Jamison
Shout
Williams,
out
man.
J-Mo, man. Let's
He's
go.
heating
I
up.
love that.
I think he is heating up. Like, I don't know. Maybe of all the players on this team, he's heating up more than anybody. There are some other good ones. But Jamison Williams, I expect him to have a big game tomorrow. I expect him to just keep getting better. I think I said on yesterday's show that it might be one of those games. Oh, no, I didn't. That's a bold prediction I'm making tomorrow morning. Tomorrow is going to be a good game for Jamison Williams.
I love it. I like that. I'm going to go a similar route here on offense with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go the rookie, Jahmyr Gibbs.
Oh, yeah.
He has been extremely hot. The last 4 games, 522 all-purpose yards. That is over 130 yards per game in his last 4 games. With that, in 4 games, 5 touchdowns. He has been one of the best running backs in the NFL in this 4-game stretch that he's played.
Not just rookies, all running backs.
All running backs. One of the best, top 5 running back when it comes to statistics, doing what he's been doing, and he's going to continue to do that. Ben Johnson has finally found. Do you guys remember 4 weeks ago when all those people were going at Ben Johnson and going at these guys like, is he going to use Jahmyr? Is he going to use them? Is he going to use them? Did we just waste a 12th overall pick? Now,
nah.
He is one of the best at his position in the NFL. 522 yards in the last 4 games, 130 a game. He has been dominating. I expect him tomorrow to go out and get another 100 all-purpose yards. I'm going to give you guys a little tease ahead for the pregame show.
Tease it. Tease me, Booner.
If you guys don't know,
touch me, tease
I have
me, kiss
done
me,
the
please
Booner
me.
Legacy play every single week for the last 7 weeks. It has been 7-0. We take every single one of their props, single bets, and we bet every single one of those props, and it has hit 7 weeks in a row. Last week, David Montgomery. It may be Jahmyr Gibbs tomorrow. Right now, I have a little leaderboard in my head of different players right now that I want to go with. Jahmyr Gibbs is at the top of the leaderboard right
Can I let you know a little secret? My list yesterday that we never got to, I had Jahmyr Gibbs on it.
Okay, so we're thinking the same thing here.
We are. But I'm doubling down on my J-Mo.
Who's your? Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
I'll go. Give you a little break.
Player.
Give you a little, if you want to take a little drink of water.
Yeah, I need that.
I'm going with Tracy Walker.
Woo!
I just have this feeling in Tracy. I think the safeties are going to have a big day. Brian Branch, Kirby Joseph, and Tracy Walker. I think he's been kind of this unsung hero for the Lions. He's just kind of flown under the radar, but things could have gone really bad when CD Deuce went down. But Tracy Walker he got right back into his starting job that that CD Deuce took.
There you go.
CD Deuce earned, but Tracy Walker did not let that affect him. He came right back in. And he's playing really well. We've seen how hard he can hit. He's doing good things in coverage. I think this is one of those games. Someone in that secondary is going to get an interception. I think there are going to be multiple ones. I just really like how Tracy Walker's playing. He's continuing to get better and better.
I love that.
Good job.
I like that. I'm going to go
Thank you.
defensive side of the ball as well for my guy that's hot already. I'm going to go the linebacker. Best on the team, probably top 10 in his position, Alexander Zaloni. Future Pro Bowler.
Yes, book it.
Future Pro Bowler. He has been dominating. He's leading the team in tackles. He doesn't just lead the team in tackles. He is all over the field. He is one of the best coverage linebackers in the NFL right now. He gets sacks. He rushes. He gets after the quarterback. When Aaron Glenn throws a blitz for Alex Anzalone, that man, it goes. And I feel like every time he does, there's something that's happening. And he's been dominating and been kind of just the heart and soul of this defense. I think for this Lions team to keep this thing rolling, he needs to stay hot. He needs to keep this thing rolling. I think he does it tomorrow. And I think there's something about him playing at home that really gets him going as well. Because I want to see the Thor hammer tomorrow. That's what I want to see. We haven't seen it much this year.
Thor hammer.
The Thor hammer that he does.
Does he do it when he gets a sack?
I think it's a sack. I want to see it tomorrow.
That would be amazing.
All right, cold. Players that are cold right now, and you want to see tomorrow, Broder, you want to see them take that turn.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't decide between these two players, and I know I give people shit for cheating and doing two players, but I'm going to say the Reynolds.
That's your swear word for the day.
The Reynolds.
Okay, I you know what?
Craig and Josh. More specifically, Josh. I think he's a more impactful player on this team. He started so hot this season, was so reliable. He just hasn't played as good these last couple weeks, and I don't know what that's due. I know he was a little bit banged up, but I still have complete faith in him. I just think he's been a little cold these last couple weeks.
That is one of my players.
Josh
Reynolds. I put here he had 39 yards.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I think it's good that we can kind of piggyback off each other.
Yeah,
there.
Good.
He has 39 yards in the last 3 games. Like that to me, I understand. There's other like Jahmyr Gibbs is getting involved more. JMO is back. To me, that's a problem. He was supposed to be their number 2 guy, and he was for how many weeks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. He was your number 2 guy. Mm-hmm. And I know Jahmyr and JMO are both kind of getting involved more, which is great for this offense.
Yes.
But you would hope, and I hope it happens tomorrow, and I hope we start seeing it more, to where they can get involved more, and Josh Reynolds stays involved at some capacity.
Yeah.
He had like 5 straight games with over 60 yards this year, which is good. He was on track at one point for 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Or more than that. So I want to see him get back on track.
Yeah. I would love to see DPJ get going, not separate from the hot and cold, and I just saw Shift God just reminded me, it'd be awesome to see DPJ get a little acclimated to this offense.
Get him a catch or two.
Get him a little catch or two.
Nick said no yesterday, no catches. I want to see him get a catch or two.
Yeah, I think he'll get 2 or 3 targets, maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of one of the Reynolds real quick, I want to hit on this.
Hit on it.
We saw him with a huge fumble in the game against the Bears. Would you like to see DPJ back there returning the kicks, returning punts, so he could maybe get acclimated more to this Lions team?
Not punts. I'm cool with Khalif Raymond there, but on kick return,
100%. That's Khalif.
If anything were to happen to Khalif, DPJ is as good as it gets, filling right in. So that's not an outrageous thing to say. What?
Kick returns.
I was confused last week. They had Craig Reynolds as the deep man on the kick return. Then they had Khalil Dorsey and DPJ as that next level up, and I didn't know why they took Khalil Dorsey out of that back spot or had DPJ.
Maybe they were just moving things around a little bit.
Yeah,
maybe you'll see something different this week.
Why? And I'm not. This isn't even have anything to do with Craig Reynolds' fumble on that specific kick return. But I just don't know why. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I think you'll see it change.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see someone else.
My second cold.
You're not going to take mine.
I'm not.
I can guarantee it.
I know.
Unless you do what I think you're going to do.
Dre Bly? No, I'm just kidding. I'm going to go with Josh Paschal.
Okay, thank you.
I just have so much hope for him. Like I'm so I don't know if I'm actually optimistic anymore, but I think he could be such a difference maker. Like I've seen him do amazing things in training camp. We've seen spurts of it during the regular season. He's got banged up all year. He just gets injured and hasn't been that difference maker that I hoped. Really hasn't been the difference maker that defensive line needs. Like they need Josh Paschal right now, whether that's getting pressure up the middle on the interior or coming off the edge. He's one of the few guys that can really do both. I need him to emerge, man. I don't know if it's going to be this week, but he's got to figure it out before the playoffs.
Last year, it took him 6 games to get his first sack, and then he got 2 versus the Bears. So right now he's going to be his 5th game. So I think maybe I don't know if it's something to where it's like he needs to get a feel for the game. I don't know what it is.
Something.
You would think a guy like you're in the NFL, like it's like come on, like it's time to step up. We need you.
Yeah,
and just haven't seen it.
I don't get it because he's a really smart. It's not like he's a lazy player. He's a 3-year captain at Kentucky. Like, he's as good as it get. Overcame cancer. He's had some injuries. Just like, this is the time we really need him this down the stretch.
I truly hope he gets going.
Yeah.
Because imagine if he does, and you get James Houston back, and you get certain guys back, and one of the Aquara brothers, maybe Romeo gets going. John commit like.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I just feel like there's so much hope, Broder, and I just want to see like some of these guys turn that around. My last one here, though, I didn't go with player.
Who'd you go with?
I went with the coach.
Dre Bly?
Coach that's not super cold right now, but can heat up a little bit more. That's Aaron Glenn.
Interesting.
And it's not I don't think it's a bad thing.
No, you're not calling for his job or anything. Don't jump on Booner's balls. Yes,
it's no fire. I'll say it 100 times. Don't say that again. That was weird.
You caught it.
Caught it. Yeah, you looked over. You were like, oh.
It's recorded.
I just think it's there's a fact, like if you go read some of the power rankings, the national power rankings, when I bring them here to the show, I do read kind of the paragraphs, and like the 30 like different people have put in their paragraphs, hey, this defense, this is a great football team, one of the best in the NFL. But this defense has given up a ton of points the last 3 or 4 weeks. And that's something that when you look at the power rankings, when you look at people talking about the Detroit Lions, that's what these people are looking at. And they're seeing it. And they're seeing the points that they're giving up versus the Ravens, versus the Chargers, versus the Bears, who that offense hasn't scored a ton of points all year. And I know it was the field position with that, so I'm not going to get into that.
No, but it's a good one.
That is fair. But I just think, like, you just have to find a way. Aaron Glenn, he just has to find a way, and I think he knows it, and I think he will. And I think some of these personnel guys are going to start stepping up, and things are going to start coming together. I just think right now he's cold, and it's a little, that defense is cold. A lot of points given up, and I think starting tomorrow, I think it turns around, Broder.
I love it.
And I'm confident in it.
Love it, Booner. Tell them about the Lions post game.
Post game, baby. That is tomorrow, directly after the Lions game. I do not know who's on it tomorrow, but I know for sure Stick will be on it. Maz possibly. You will have a squad there for sure. As always, make sure you guys lock in on that Woodward Sports Lions post game directly after every Lions game. Phone calls, Kool-Aid, anything you want to break the game down, they will have it for you on the Woodward Sports Network. And then let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Over at Planet Fitness, it is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and I mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. Bless you, Broder. At Planet Fitness, you will experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, full-body workouts in just 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all of that for just $10 a month, no commitment. Again, that is $10 a month, no commitment. They have Planet Fitnesses all over the Metro Detroit area and thousands around the world. Make sure you guys check Planet Fitness out, where your fitness is essential.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Your home is your most important asset. Flexibility in the sales process is key. When you work with Mark White & Associates, you can cancel at any time, for any reason, without penalty. Speaking of flexibility, check this out. Who you work with matters. Hire the best broker in the game.
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome.
When it comes to your pet, don't settle. Give your pet the best, just like Flannel gives his golden retriever, Jake. Premier Pet Supply is hands down Michigan's best pet store. It's family owned and operated for over 30 years. They got 13 Metro Detroit locations. They got over 60 brands of food. They got the lowest prices, and they offer curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupply.com. Let's go.
All right, welcome back. It is Woodward Nights, baby, with Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. Appreciate all you guys locking in with us tonight. Thanksgiving Eve, and we've got a good amount of people in here on Thanksgiving Eve.
Yeah.
One of the biggest bar nights of the year. Fun fact as well too, I've never been out on Thanksgiving Eve.
Really?
Yep. I've in college and stuff had a great time, did all of that, everything. It was just in college. I didn't turn 21 until a little later, and then kind of, when you're in college, you usually don't go to the bar. Like at Saginaw Valley, there's not a ton of bars around, so it's like you're just doing stuff like
with the Amish.
You're just having your own parties, doing things. So I never did. And then when I got to out of college, I just worked, man. And it's like doing this stuff, you're just working all the time, man.
Dude's fucking working all the time.
I think I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna go get a drink tonight.
Do it. Anybody who goes out tonight or has relatives going out, be careful, be safe.
Seriously.
If you're drinking, get a cab, get an Uber. Cab. Do you use cabs anymore? Get an Uber, get a Lyft.
Be safe. Don't let your friends or anyone get in the car. Take the keys.
This is the number one bar night of the year. Also, I think it's the number one in drunk driving fatality. So be careful.
Got to be careful. I'm gonna be careful driving tonight. I'm gonna keep very aware because I do have a long drive.
Yeah. Even if you aren't drinking, be careful driving.
I was thinking about that. I was like, I have such a long drive home. I was like, I need to head on a swivel tonight.
Yeah.
Well, and it's crazy too. I'm sorry, we're getting off track.
No, this is important stuff.
No, it's just crazy. I'm thinking the way I drive, like out where I live, a lot of deer. So this time of the year, I drive so much. I just see so many deer out on the road. Almost hit a deer every night. Almost every night.
Deer.
Oh, funny. All right, hit that like button for us if you haven't. Let's get over 75. Let's get to 100 heading into this next segment. We are going over our keys to victory. And I think, Broder, we've already spoken about a couple of these things throughout the show, but this is kind of to end the whole show here when it comes to Packers, Lions, and at the very end we'll give our score predictions, big game predictions. But I wanted to get 2 or 3 keys to victories from you. I'll start us off.
Yeah, start us off. I have 2.
This is the one that I mentioned earlier in the show, if you guys remember. The biggest thing to me tomorrow, I think this is the number one thing. I hope everyone agrees with me on this. If you don't, I would love to know what kind of trumps this. I think it's establish the run and let David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs go out there and be who they are. Let them go out there and put up each 100 yards all purpose. Let them rush for 200 yards. Because if you don't do that, it's going to be a close game. I think if you rush for 200 plus yards, Jahmyr Gibbs goes off, David Montgomery goes off. They each get in the end zone. You're going to win this game very, 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 very. It's going to be a 20-point game. And I'm very convinced on that, Broder. I think that's exactly what they need to focus on tomorrow. Get this offense back on track when it comes to that. Let Jared Goff get this play action situation going on. Get him comfortable again. Take care of the ball. I think St. Brown still has a big game. I just think the number one thing tomorrow is you have the best offensive line in the NFL. Last time you dominated the trenches. Go do it tomorrow. I don't care how you win, but I know a guaranteed win is dominating the trenches and running the ball. That is a guaranteed win for the Detroit Lions. That's all I'm worried about.
Andrew Jones says, let the O-line take care of the game.
Let Penei Sewell off the leash. Yeah. Let that man go.
Cook.
Thank you.
No, that's a great one. And I think mine, it's different, but it plays similarly. Because I think if they do this, they're able to control the run game. I think they need to win the first quarter. I think they need to come out. They need to come out firing, whether it's on offense or come out playing tough on defense, so that the Green Bay Packers coming in on a short week with a bunch of injuries, their entire team is banged up. I think if you get to them early, they're so young. I actually think they're the youngest roster in the NFL, or maybe the youngest offense in the NFL. If you get to them early, that's a total morale killer, especially on Thanksgiving. They want to be home with their parents. Their families. Hopefully their parents, grandparents.
The way you said that was just.
I know it came. Win the first quarter, then you're able. If you're ahead, you can just start handing the ball off to David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. You can open up the playbook. Maybe we see Teddy Bridgewater in the fourth. That would be nice. That would. I just want to see a three touchdown game in the fourth quarter and just end it. Because last time they got off to a 27-3, I'm pretty sure halftime score, right? I think it was 27-3, and they ended up letting the Packers kind of a little bit back into the game. So I don't want that to happen. My second one. Dun-dun-dun. Something, again, we've touched on throughout the whole show. Get to the quarterback. Go take Jordan Love's head off tomorrow. I don't wish injury upon anyone, but Aiden Hutchinson, go get 2 sacks. Go chase down
all these things about him not being top 10, go show them why you are top 10 and dominate Jordan Love in this offensive line. Josh Pascal, go get a sack. Go get your first one of the year. I don't think he has one yet. Go get your first one. Khalid McNeil, Bugs, you're welcome back, Bugs. Let's see one. I want to see the boys go out there and get 6+ sacks tomorrow. I don't know if it's on the sports book. I'll look at it when Broder goes here, because if it is, I promise tomorrow we will be taking it.
Take it.
Because I think they get 5 again tomorrow.
How many is Hutch getting tomorrow?
2.
He's getting 2.
I want to see 2, and I want to see either an interception or another forced fumble. I want to see him put a back-to-back game together of a top 10 defensive end.
Another interception from Hutch?
I just want to see him force a turnover.
Okay, gotcha.
Like, the thing is, it's like, I believe he has the talent to be a top 10, and we've had these conversations with Easy. He's in the chat, shout out. And, like, all these people, we're having these conversations. And right now, stat-wise, I agreed. I don't think he's top 10. The talent is there to be top 10. He's put 3 or 4 game stretches together earlier this year where he was top 10. I want to see him start doing that again. Do that versus the Packers. Put a game back together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Booner,
What?
Booner, real quick. One of the guys that you hit on right there, Ali McNeil, to get a sack. He has 5 on the year in 10 games. If he can continue to take those steps to be a big-time defensive tackle, not just on this team, but in this league, I think it's going to go a long way for the Lions' playoff run in the future.
He's plus 230 as well to get a sack.
Aleem needs to be gassy and aggressive.
Extremely aggressive.
Yes.
Right over
Then
that.
probably after dinner. Gassy.
Yeah.
Broder, who's your second one?
My second, I'm sorry, man, it's very similar to yours, but I'm going to spin it in a little different way. I think they need to make Jordan Love thankful for the clock to hit zeros. I think they need to make his life miserable. And that may be getting pressure, getting a bunch of sacks, or their defense. If he's going to be throwing 45, 50 times, maybe it's mixing up the looks in the secondary. We talked about Aaron Glenn being able to try some things in this game. I just think you need to make this the worst game of Jordan Love's career. They don't need to make it the worst of his career to win it, but I think if you go out and you do that, especially early in the first quarter, it's going to be a long, long Thanksgiving for Jordan Love and his teammates. He's young, he's hot, he's gaining confidence. This is the time where you suck it all back. God, that just came out so wrong.
Again, pause again. That came out wrong.
Pro all day.
Gotta be.
Shout out the heavies.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. My third one. I feel like it's a good thing though that ours are so similar, because that means we know what the Lions need to do to go win this game.
Yeah.
Like there's it's the script is written. It's like sitting right there in front of them. Just go execute, which they have been. So just go execute. I have kind of one more, but I also want to add another one in. The first one is offense. I just want to say offense as a whole. Finish drives.
So the key to the matchup is offense?
No, I'm going to say finish drives and take care of the ball. Finish drives.
Yeah.
I just want to see you finish drives.
So that means red zone. That means like
because we already
punch
know
it in
the
points.
Last week they actually finished drives, and those 2-minute offenses they finished. But do you remember the red zone kind of percentage? I'm pretty sure they were almost dead last. They were like 30th or 29th in the NFL in offensive red zone percentage, and that's the issue. Is you need to be able to finish in the red zone when you get in there, whether it's a field goal, whatever it is. They were one of the worst in the NFL going into last week, so I want to see them do that today. The Booner special, though, win the turnover battle.
Definitely.
We've talked about the turnovers.
Definitely.
Kirby will get an interception tomorrow. He owns the Green Bay Packers. He is the Green Bay Packers' father. He has 3 interceptions in 2 games. I want to see them win the turnover battle. Hutch, go get one. Tracy Walker, get one.
Kirby Joseph makes Jordan Love sit at the kids' table at Thanksgiving.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure.
He brings them over like a little here's your
sparkling apple cider.
Yeah. That was
we just
great.
become best friends.
We did.
Good housekeeping.
Oh my gosh. All right, what's your last one here?
No, that was I told you I only had 2.
Real quick, Freddie said, Booner, should I take this parlay? Lions money line, yep. Golf 225, yep. Sun got 100 yards. I'll skip over that one. Monty 60, yep. D-Mont anytime touchdown. Yeah, I like that. Sun got 100 is the only thing to where I don't think they're going to pass the ball for like 300 yards tomorrow.
Time out. Jennifer Lopez is the halftime show?
No, it's
Jack
Harlow.
Oh,
you just got duped.
Nick.
It's been
Nicholas. You're right. It is Jack Harlow.
It's been Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Shout out. You'll be able to watch.
Hey, guys, a player I wanted to highlight on offense real quick.
Go for it.
Jameson Williams. We all know he's been heating up the last few games here. I think he has a big game in the national spotlight and just gets his confidence to a whole nother level. We know he's been getting more and more confident, but I got a few big plays cooked up for J-Mo in this game. I think he gets them all. Let's go.
Hit the siren for me real quick, Nick. Red Wings shutout. Jalen, hi. Red Wings shutout. 4-0. I'm going to read Lil Wei fans' comment. Wings with the shutout. Alex Line stops all 16 shots faced. Now that, my friend, is a true Lions feast. Some real Fat Hog spirit. Let's go. I don't know what that means. I don't know the Fat Hog spirit, but I like it. Like it.
There, real quick before we go to break, 3 performances tomorrow for halftime shows in the NFL. Detroit Lions will be Jack Harlow. The Dallas game will be Dolly Parton.
So we're up 1 on the Cowboys on the season already.
And then the Seahawks and 49ers, Steve Aoki.
That's pretty cool.
That's a cool one. There's going to be
I wonder if somebody gets caked midfield.
There will be a cake flying around.
He played in the summer. That was really cool downtown.
Aoki.
Shout out
big
Steve Aoki.
Sports card Pokemon guy. Let me tell you about Feldman Chevrolet. Come back. We're gonna turn some players into some Thanksgiving dishes. It's gonna be fun. But since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. They got 18 locations, so there's got to be a dealership near you. Just visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest to you. Also, Woodward Sports will be live there every other Monday in their Novi location. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer. Booner, tell them about...
Baby. Guardian Alarm.
Guardian Alarm.
We were just talking about the Lions defense, and if you want a great defense for protection, go to Guardian Alarm. It is customized solutions from real experts. The professional technicians, they take the time to recommend security and automation solutions that are specific to all of your needs. They have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can give them a call anytime, day or night, and a Guardian Alarm team member, they will be on the phone and stay on the phone as long as needed. That is technology that is backed by people, where your safety and security deserves technology that has been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. For that great defense, that number right there above me on the screen, 1-800-STAY-OUT.
Stay out.
Since the dawn of moving people, Chevrolet has led the way. The world of transportation is changing. At Feldman Chevrolet, we are leading the charge forward. With every electric vehicle, every mile traveled, one Feldman at a time. The company that puts more Chevys on Michigan roads is now the #1 name for Chevy electric vehicles.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
For over 60 years, Fairway Packing Company has been providing Michigan's finest restaurants with beef. Also, casinos and hotels. Give them that prime beef, that dry-aged beef, that Wagyu beef. You can also experience the Fairway difference for yourself today. Just visit the steak shop in Grosse Pointe Woods for grab-and-go steaks or order online, fairwaypacking.com.
And we are back, Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. Appreciate every single one of you guys for locking in here with us on the Woodward Sports Network. If you guys have not yet, we're at 76 likes. Let's get over 100 here in the next 30 minutes. We have 2 or 3 more segments left. Let's get over 100. Let's beat out. Let's get a little competition going on. Let's beat out the heavies. They're over 100 right now, like 110. Let's get over that. Shout out to, real quick, Jeff Brewster.
JB.
Jeff Brewster, another 25 here. Shout out. Happy Thanksgiving, Jeff. Keep killing it for us and donating to us.
Speaking of Thanksgiving, you already requested some likes from our valued chat.
Yes.
So for Thanksgiving, we're gonna do something a little fun for the next 10 minutes, really 8 minutes. We're gonna compare some of our favorite Lions players to Thanksgiving dishes. So however you want to interpret that, whether I'm going to try to pick someone that won't be on this list. Jack Fox, a punter. Maybe he's a deviled eggs. He's a side dish, an elite side dish, but one that's always reliable. Most people like, however you want to interpret this.
I love mine.
We're going to go around the table. And we're going to do this. Also, I'm putting in, I wrote an article today doing several players. I'm going to put in the chat. Jalen, if you could pin it, that would be great. If you want some inspiration, there you go. But I'm going to start. I'm going to go Booner, Nick, Jalen.
All right, I'm going to start with Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, let's start with Aiden Hutchinson.
Oh, you're gonna get players out. Oh,
yeah, go ahead.
I thought, because I came with some. Okay,
that's fine.
I didn't know. Okay, I'll start then. Whoa. All right, Aiden Hutchinson.
Jesus.
I am making Aiden Hutchinson the stuffing.
Ooh.
Couple reasons. One,
why?
That man stuffs every quarterback. Corny, yes, but very true. Am I wrong?
No.
And with that as well, I think stuffing is one of the most elite main dishes when it comes to Thanksgiving. You have a list of there maybe 3 or 4 main dishes that have to be on Thanksgiving. Aiden Hutchinson is one of the biggest pieces of this Detroit Lions team. I think Aiden Hutchinson is the stuffing of this Lions team.
Stuffing your blue chip side.
And that man is one of the biggest pieces of the Thanksgiving dinner.
Love it. Aiden Hutchinson, where's your head go?
For me, it goes to the offensive end, and this one's just pretty straightforward. J-Mo.
Aiden Hutchinson food.
If you got J-Mo, go for it.
Oh, my bad. I thought.
Do you have some prepared?
I thought we had.
All right, go.
My bad.
Is Aiden Hutchinson one that you have prepared, or no?
No.
Go Jameson Williams. What dish? What Thanksgiving dish?
All right, Jameson Williams. He is the gravy on top. He is the gravy. We've been succeeding without it, but something special is going down with the gravy on top. And as soon as J-Mo, he's been getting going. I just hit on it last segment. He's the gravy on top of everything that can take this team to a new level, like it can take your Thanksgiving plate. Let's go.
Great one, Nick.
Love it. By the way,
that was great.
Tyler Chauvet said Jack Fox is a turkey leg. I like that. That was a great one, Nick. Jalen. Maybe Aiden Hutchinson if you got it. Jameson Williams, or if you got something prepared.
You have a Hutch one?
I'll keep the Hutch trend going. I'll do Hutch. He's a turkey. I think he's the main dish.
Turkey.
He's a turkey because every household needs a turkey. Every D-line needs a Hutch. To me,
look at that.
I think so.
The centerpiece of
he's
Thanksgiving.
A centerpiece, He, like you said, he stuffs people down on the ground. He does everything. He does a stanky leg. Turkeys have turkey legs. So that's what I'm going with that one. That's my thing. It was kind of was the impromptu, but I'm gonna stick with that one.
I love it. Booner, I'm gonna go to James. Did you have Jameson Williams?
I don't.
No. Okay.
David Montgomery.
David Montgomery. What is David Montgomery to you?
David Montgomery is the dessert of Thanksgiving. Not one. He is the full dessert.
Ooh, I want to hear this. So pies,
everything,
dessert, ice cream.
Think about it like this: as you're going through your full meal on the offense, you're marching down the field, you're getting your turkeys, you're getting your stuffings, your mac and cheese, you're having your appetizers, and then when you get all the way into the red zone in the goal line, guess who finished? When you're full, when everything's full, and you're trying to finish your meal, you're eating the dessert. Sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie. David Montgomery punches it into the end zone. He finishes off the whole meal, and he puts you in the end zone to win the football game. David Montgomery is the dessert of Thanksgiving.
I like that. I like how you put it together. See, I on my article, I had David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs as the sweet potato casserole and marshmallow. Marshmallows melted on top. Said Jahmyr Gibbs is the marshmallows, a sweet little.
What did Booner say?
What?
What did you say?
Full dessert.
Desserts.
Okay.
He's a dessert.
Do you have David Montgomery? You got another player ready?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Demont is the stuffing. He is Mr. All Reliable, averaging 4.9 yards per carry. You know what you're gonna get, and it's good every single time. Every time he runs the ball, he's falling forward for those extra yards. He is the good old reliable stuffing.
Stuffing. What about you, David Montgomery?
I'm gonna go ham. You have ham. You know why?
Are you a ham guy?
I'm a ham is
guy.
way better than turkey.
I like turkey, but
I'll die on that hill.
Fried turkey is good, but turkey it's just too dry. you know.
That's why you put the gravy on it. That's why you put the JMO on it.
Yeah, you just, a little drizzle, you know. But he's a ham because, like, whenever D-Mike gets the ball, he goes ham. You know, he's that unsound thing. He's that guy that we knew, like, is good, but people, turkey is, like, the main dish, right? But ham is way better. People always talk about turkey being number one, but D-Mike in Chicago was great, and now he's in Detroit, and now he's getting his clout, and everything's working just fine. No haram, no foul. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. All right, Booner.
Booner, how about Amon-Ra St. Brown?
I love this one. Turkey's already been thrown out there, and I'm doubling down. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the turkey of your Thanksgiving meal. He is the most, I said this the other day, Amon-Ra St. Brown is the most consistent player on your football team. Turkey, every single, go to any family in the country, turkey. You know there's going to be a turkey. Turkey. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the turkey of your Thanksgiving meal. He's the most consistent, most reliable. He will get you what you need. He's not dropping catches. He's getting you touchdowns. He's making plays, yards after catch. He's doing everything that a turkey does in Thanksgiving. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown, turkey.
Well, someone read Colton's Cardboard's comment. I don't want to be on it's funny. It's pretty harmless. But.
Will Harris is all the dishes because he is always getting cooked. So, yeah, Will Harris is all the pans. Yeah, it's getting cooked.
Nick, who you got? This is the last one, I think. Maybe one more.
St. Brown is, to me, cheesy potatoes.
Ooh.
Because he is underrated.
Wow.
Yeah. Cheesy potatoes, underrated.
Au gratin?
I love them. But they don't get the credit they deserve from the national media. So
that's true.
I'm going St. Brown. He is underrated, just like cheesy potatoes. If they're cooked right, they're awesome.
Real quick before I go to Jalen, au gratin or the diced, spice seasoned?
Circular.
Au gratin, yeah. Yep. Circular, yep. Love
Sliced
it.
Up. Nice layer of potato chips on top. Yeah. Ooh. That's how you do it.
What I like this is everyone can interpret it different. Like it's just what you think about when it comes to the dish, and then how you connect that to football and this team. I like it, Jalen. Mr. Sun God himself.
All right.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So I know we said desserts, but I'm gonna go specific here. Sweet potato pie. I know Booner said it. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the only guy in football that I trust when I need to catch it in the game. When it's like under a minute, first down to clinch the game, to go like to the kneel formation, he's the guy. When you're done eating everything, that's the one thing's left, and that's dessert. That's the one slice of pie with whipped cream on top, you know what I mean? He's just, he ends the game, and he's the last one. So I think that's my take for Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I love it. Jalen, I'm going to put my article in here again. If you could pin it, that would be great. We're going to go to break. We're going to come back. We're going to do Detroit Lions predictions. We're going to pick the other two Thanksgiving games. But let me tell you first about Mark White Real Estate, because when buying or selling real estate, flexibility and control over the sales process is key. Sellers, how would you like the freedom of canceling your listing agreement at any time for any reason with no penalty? That's exactly what you can do with the Mark White & Associates minute-by-minute listing agreement. So visit markwhitesells.com or call 248-290-8242. markwhitesells.com, where flexibility meets success.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's hot chicken sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Just in time for football. Glorious. Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good it's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years. It's a gassy, aggressive strain named in the honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you're missing out. So smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off. Check them out online at www.gloriouscanna.com.
And we are back, Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder. I always wait for the music to hit.
Oh yeah.
I know there's a little gap there, but I just
Wait for that beat to drop.
Wait for the beat to drop, man. Trying to do it the right way. All right, welcome back though. Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. Appreciate all of you guys locking in. If you guys haven't yet, let's see where we're at. We're at 87. Let's get over 100 here before the end of this, and we got to get to 110 here to beat the heavyweights out. So everyone, hit that like button for us if you haven't already. We're gonna get into our game predictions here. Score predictions around the room, and as well, I do have a game prediction. So let's start off with our score predictions. And in the chat too, if you guys can.
Chat is amazing.
Start dropping your score predictions for tomorrow. What you guys think? If the Lions win, I want to see everyone's score predictions. I want to see where everyone's at with this. If it's going to be a blowout, if you think it's going to be a close game, might have to call a couple people out. Might have to. Nick, let's start with you though. Let's go around the room here. Get our Detroit Lions versus Green Bay Packers score predictions. You'll be at the game. What do you think happens?
Yes,
what's the score?
Sir, it is a Koloff tradition to be at this game. Shout out Big Tim, season ticket holder for like 35 years. And talking about a close game, this isn't gonna be one. Lions 35, Packers 13. The Detroit Lions are gonna feast on these cheeseheads. We're gonna ball out today or tomorrow. We're gonna be able to run the ball at will. Play action's gonna be there. I'm thinking J-Mo deep at least once.
There we go.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, big game.
There we
and
go.
Laporta gets back into the end zone
Love
as
that.
well. Our defense shows out. They're not going to be able to run the ball against us. I think big players make big plays, and I think Kirby gets one as well. So I think I'm going to hop on that bet that you made earlier, Boone.
Thank you.
Lions 35, Packers 13, 9-2, baby.
Whoop! That's what it sounded like.
Chris Berman.
It sounded like it was the 2-minute thing or whatever. It sounded like that's what it was. All right, Jalen, what are you thinking?
We're gonna go. What's that? 24. Let's go 38-14.
Oh,
38-14.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go that. I'm
close to mine. You almost hit mine on the head.
To be fair, they may not score 14 points, but I'll 38-14. Good game by Jared Goff. Spread the pigskin around. Real simple. Fourth quarter, we can leave our house and go do what we got to do because the game is already over with.
JC in the chat, Lions 38-24. Jay Cruising at 38-30. So yeah, hey, looks like a lot of points are going to be scored.
What do you have,
This
brother?
is maybe one of my lower ones of the year. Which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me in my head. No, I think they're going to win 27-14.
Okay.
I think Riley Patterson gets 2 field goals at some point in there. We get 3 touchdowns. I don't know who. I do actually think J-Mo's getting 1. I haven't decided on the other ones, but I think J-Mo's getting at least 1.
Love it.
27-14. How about it?
I like that one. I like that one. I'm going to go Detroit Lions 38 and the Green Bay Packers 17. That's where I'm going to go. I think the Packers get 2 touchdowns, 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Field goal mixed in there. I think the Lions score 5 touchdowns tomorrow. I'm kind of a little bit with Nick here to where I do think you see a lot. I think David Montgomery and Jameer both score a touchdown again tomorrow. I think they find a way. I think it's going to happen every game. Those 2 guys are going to keep scoring. I don't know. Every time they get in the red zone, it seems like they're splitting carries. So I think both of those guys get in. I do think Sam Laporta scores tomorrow. It's been a while. I bet him last week. I gave it out. I gave out 6 picks for the Lions game. 5 of them hit. The only one that didn't was Sam Laporta, and I think that happens. I think a Sam Laporta game is coming it's coming.
Jay Mommy says Packers are not good covering tight ends. Laporta will score. That is facts. They are not good at covering tight ends.
I have a feeling, and I will take that tomorrow. I'll probably give that out. I usually give out about 6 picks on the pregame show. I'll probably give that one out as one of them, and probably I'm gonna save my legacy play for the pregame show tomorrow. Me and D-Mac will be on the on center stage in the pregame show, so make sure you guys tune in. I will have my bets for the game. Legacy play, 7-0 so far this year, 7 straight. All right.
Do you have you're giving it out tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Legacy
Yep.
play. Got you.
Yep. Lock in, boys. Come on. I'm just kidding. All right. Let's go around the room, though, real quick. Tomorrow, there are 2 more games. Let's do this pick'em.
I can do one for real. I'm happy now.
Yes, you are here.
I'm here.
You haven't done a pick'em yet. Oh, no,
Never.
you have Monday Night Football.
No, those don't count because my record in the end of the week stinks because of ball no work.
Whoever Fridays, which he will be in Friday picking for you again.
All right, Sid, you better win.
Hard, Chris, and easy.
First one here. Commanders at Cowboys. Cowboys are 12.5-point favorites. I don't think this is a thing. I'm just going to go Cowboys. I'm sure this is going to be Cowboys all around the room. I'll be shocked if I hear someone not pick the Cowboys. Nick, who do you have?
Yeah, I'm going with not America's team. No, I'm kidding. We'll never call them America's team. I'm going with the Cowboys. I think it's just way too big of a spread to lean the other way. And if you are leaning the other way, take a money line.
I am going to take the spread, to be honest.
Boys like the
I'm
spread.
I'm going to take Commanders plus 12.5.
That's a big number on Thanksgiving. But
Plus 12.5,
Dallas is
double
pretty good
digits.
At home against
Sam Howell,
inferior
Terry
opponents.
McLaurin.
That's a bet you take, plus 12.5.
Brian Robb, they got
yeah.
They just should be better than they are. So games like those worry me. They could just have themselves a day. What about you, Jalen?
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Make that 4.
Straight,
keep
yeah.
it simple. I'm not going.
I figured that would be straight across the board. This is pretty simple, and I think this is the one here. 49ers are 7-point favorites on the road in Seattle. I don't know if I want to go out on a limb on this one.
That's sneaky.
I'm going to go the Seahawks.
Good for you.
I'm going to go out on a limb. I don't really believe it. I'm taking it.
Just have a feeling.
But I just have a feel like at home, Seattle, these are just one of those games. The 49ers, they've been getting hyped up again, which I think they're a really good football team. Lucas had them as their number 1 team in the NFL. But I do think there is that factor to where even though they have Trent Williams now, they have Debo now, I think there's that factor to where if Brock Purdy gets in one of these close games or he gets in a little bit of trouble, there's that factor to where I don't trust him yet. Because we've seen him win a lot of football games where they're just winning.
Good
Recently,
point.
since they've been out of, losing a couple games, those were games that they've had. He's thrown some picks. He's struggled. I think this secondary the Seahawks have right now, this is a good secondary. They have weapons. I think the Seahawks win this game, actually.
You got some supporters in the chat.
Thank you
Lorena Rios, IT Hips. They say, IT Hips says, yeah, I like the Hawks a lot in the game.
Love it.
What about you, Nick?
Yeah, Seahawks coming off that really bad loss to the Rams in a game that they probably should have won. I think they do respond and cover, but I'm picking the 49ers to win this one on the road to close out the Thanksgiving games. Niners.
Jalen, who are you taking?
I'm taking the spread. Taking the Seahawks spread.
Seahawks. Who are you taking to win? Who wins it?
Well, I mean, I could backdoor if you want, but I'll go Seahawks.
Let's go.
Oh.
Holy moly.
Let's go.
You got 2 Seahawks?
No way we're going 3 Seahawks in the
No, I'm going Niners all day long.
Oh, my gosh.
Niners. Although I say that like I'm that confident. The Seahawks, I really like the Seahawks. They're oddly intimidating to me. I'm not intimidated by them. I just think they're a good team. They're well coached.
They are.
I like Geno Smith more than most. Anyway,
let's go to break. Mailbag's coming up. Before we do break, though, real quick, let me tell you guys about Woodward and Maine one more time because they are doing a show tomorrow. And then right after that, it's pregame show. We have a packed slate tomorrow. 8 a.m. tomorrow, the Lions, Woodward Sports Lions Insider Show, Woodward and Maine, Gabrielle D. Phillips, Detroit legend Terry Foster, and our own Matt Broder. And then right after that, I'll follow doing the pregame show.
That wasn't on the sheet?
I don't have a sheet for that.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
I'm just hyping the boys up tomorrow.
Dude.
Thanksgiving, Detroit Lions, baby. We've got a packed show tomorrow, 8 a.m., Woodward and Maine.
Lions fans.
Nick.
Yeah, and if you want to, work off some of that Thanksgiving dinner that you eat, Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has a ton of equipment, full body workout in just 30 minutes. All memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's a Planet Fitness close by, and there are more than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Calling all landscapers. This is Darren McCarty. I'm at Outdoor Equipment Co. How would you like to landscape like a legend? How about a bad boy zero turn? And even a chainsaw. And even a weed whipper. Whether you landscape for your job or landscape for fun, get all your equipment from Outdoor Equip Co., the official equipment provider of Woodward Sports. Michigan grown, family owned. OutdoorEquipCo.com.
Gabby is a college student struggling to study for her big exam. Then she discovered Syntron, a healthy way for her to stay awake and focus. Jennifer frequently has chaotic days like this until she gets online, orders some Syntron, and finds her groove. April visited her local grocery store, purchased a case of Syntron, and entered to win the Syntron 100K Vegas giveaway. Pick up your case of Syntron today at any Meijer location or visit drinksyntron.com/Vegas and enter for the 100K Vegas giveaway.
Talk about it. It is the Outdoor Equipment Company, the official equipment provider of the Woodward Sports Network. It is Michigan grown, family owned. They have bad boy mowers, tractors, steel handhelds, and even weed whippers, Liberty trailers, Generac generators, Snow X plows, and salters. Outdoor Equipment Co. They have it all. See those tractors on the screen? Go get yourself one. You can buy it. You can rent it. 0% financing and delivery right to your doorstep. That is over at OutdoorEquipCo.com. And welcome back. The final stretch. Last segment here of Woodward Nights with Booner and Broder on the Woodward Sports Network. Appreciate all of you guys locking in here. Thanksgiving Eve, make sure hit that like button. We are 10 likes, I think, away from passing up the heavyweights. I do not know what they are at. I will go check now, but we're passing the boys up today.
Smash that like button.
Do it for us for Thanksgiving, man.
Smash.
I don't know if you guys saw the heavyweights, their thumbnail as well. It was me on the Booner Path. There is Booner Path merch coming, if you guys are wondering. They're at 108 likes, so let's get to 110. 13 more likes till we hit the goal. Mailbag, though. Ready? I have one here.
Send it, baby.
Freddie, Booner, will you eat cheese in your Kool-Aid video tomorrow? Freddie, I had this discussion with some people in the back. Noah, shout out. I will be looking to find some cheese. When we do the show so late, everything's going to be closed right now when we leave for Thanksgiving, and then everything tomorrow is closed. I remember driving on Thanksgiving last year. I got gas before the show because every gas station I went to was closed last year.
From Dispo?
No, what? Oh, gas. Okay, funny. No, yeah, but I'm gonna try and get some cheese. Maybe I'll get some string cheese. I have some. We do have some at my house, so maybe I'll get some string cheese or something. There will be cheese in the Kool-Aid video tomorrow if the Detroit Lions win.
I really like this question. Oh shoot,
where did it go?
Shane Daniel, mailbag. Which under-the-radar player is going to make themselves a household name after tomorrow's game? What do you guys think?
I've got it.
What?
Jameson Williams.
That's a winner.
He's the one where it's like
because naturally they don't know about him.
No, I'm slowly just waiting on it. They're slowly. It's like every week, and we've had these arguments with Flan. We've had these arguments already where we feel like on this show, Jameson Williams is that guy. I think this is. I don't know if this is the week, but it will happen within the next few weeks. I said it last week. I thought it was going to be the Bears game where he goes out and gets 100 and a touchdown. Maybe that's this week. Maybe I was just a week early.
Do you guys have any other different player?
No,
I hit on him a little bit earlier. I was thinking Aleem McNeil, big boys.
It's a good one, actually.
Showing up in big games. I think Aleem really just continues to make that push to be a top-tier defensive tackle, and we do need him to.
Love it. ETN, do you know this, Booner? Will we be going live for Michigan versus Ohio State, or is that still TBD?
I do not think we will.
Okay.
I think there's we're doing some sort of event in Ann Arbor, so I think majority of the people, like Michigan people, I think I'm gonna end up just going down to Ann Arbor. I texted a couple people to see if you guys wanted to do a stream, but it seemed like some people are going to Ann Arbor for this event. So I think I'm gonna head down that way. So if any of you guys are in Ann Arbor on Saturday, reach out on Twitter at Booner Sports. I will be down there going around. Maybe we'll be doing some videos, different things like that. So
and boycott ESPN's College Game Day.
No one go to ESPN's College Game Day. There's a couple other game day shows you can go to.
Yeah.
That I'll probably just go. I know a couple people, so I'll go see some people, some old friends. You know.
Oh yeah. The away fan mailbag. With the Wings playing well behind Alex Lyon and James Reimer and Ville Husso, what do you do with the netminder position? Is it still Husso's net? Give Lyon more starts? Much love as always. Then if you want to take this,
I can't touch on it as much because I don't know in that situation. I don't want to say something. We will. I think going forward we'll do some more Wings. This week's just been about a lot of Lions because of the game Sunday and then tomorrow. Nick, do you have it? I don't know. I can't touch on this, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it that Husso has struggled this year, and it's come in a lot of like waves. He lets up goal after goal. It seems like if he lets one up, it's another one's coming a minute later. I like what I've seen out of Lyon. I don't have too much for you on that. Besides,
Do you know how old is Lyon? Is he young?
I think he's a rookie.
Okay, so he's young.
I don't know. I know Reimer's older.
When
like
does Sebastian
35 or
Casa come into play?
I don't know, but Lord knows we could use him.
I was saying it has to be coming soon, correct?
Yeah, and Stevie took a swing on that one, trading up for Cosa. So hopefully he's balling out in the AHL. We'll get more to that, like you said, later in the upcoming
This
weeks.
is what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to, in the away fan, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to do my homework because I just, the last couple weeks with all the Lions stuff, I haven't been able to dive into the Wings. And then them being over across the pond, I mean, they had the 2 games over there, and it was kind of a weird times, and so they had some time off. But we'll get back into that. For sure.
The away fan followed up, said, Booner, you got to get a Wings jersey by Christmas.
Oh, I bought, when I went to the Wings game, I bought a sweatshirt that looks like a jersey. It's great. It's in my car. I meant to wear it today. I went with the heavyweights, though.
Love that. Sly Cooper 04 mailbag, just putting this vibe out there for the sake of my fantasy team. JMO, 7 catches for 139 yards and 2 touchdowns with 2 rushes. An end around for 40 yards and 1 rushing touchdown. That's a hell of a game.
That'd be the
wow.
That's a breakout.
The city explode. I promise you.
Explode.
This one too. Tyler Chevet. Do you think Ben Johnson is banking a truckload of plays for the playoffs? I think he has a lot left in his bag. I think there's a lot left that he has because if you do think about it, he hasn't been able to give all those JMO plays up, all the Jahmyr Gibbs plays. David Montgomery's fresh in this offense, still coming over from Chicago. Donovan Peoples-Jones, he's got weapons that he hasn't had to use. Sam Laporta, this is his first year there. He hasn't really locked into all.
And you can do so much behind that offensive line. You can do so much.
A lot.
He can do whatever he wants. And
He's got a ton.
I'm going to piggyback off that. Rick Dumachel, mailbag. Broder talked about Ben Johnson leaving if Goff would go with him. If Lions open up the checkbook for Ben, you think Goff signs a more team-friendly deal to keep both for 3 to 5 years? I think keeping both for 3 to 5 years is a little bit of a stretch.
That's tough.
You may be able to convince Ben Johnson to come back for 1 year. I'm not going to rule that out. I don't think it's going to happen, but you never know. They got a lot of money left. They could raise his salary for sure. But keeping them both for 3 years would be tough. Ben Johnson wants to be a head coach someday. Maybe you can convince him another year, but I do think he's gone when this situation is right. He's starting to get a lot of national attention now, Ben Johnson. People get it.
Do you remember Good Morning Football last week after the Chargers game? They do their coach breakdown, and they pick usually they pick like a head coach, I believe. They picked Ben Johnson last week, and they dove deep into him, and it was kind of a little bit like, stop talking about him, please.
Yeah.
Don't want him to be out there like that.
Please.
But it's inevitable that he's going to leave. If you look at every single kind of head coaching rankings going forward for available coaches going into the offseason, Ben Johnson's number 1 on every single list.
Booner, what size Red Wing sweater would you wear?
Oh, I don't know.
We had this conversation when it's hard to pick.
Sweater, those you go 1 up, correct? See, that's what I've heard. I've heard hockey jerseys you wear 1 above. So XL hockey jersey, I would say.
Cool.
I would say. Well, last thing here, though, Detroit Dabber did say, Booner, Kroger is open tomorrow. If Kroger is open in the morning, I will be up here at the studio probably about 8 a.m. I will probably go get some cheese if they are open. It's right across the street, so I'll do that. But that'll do it for us. If you guys can, on your way out, hit that like button. We're about 5 or 6 short from our goal that we had. 7, actually, if we're getting to 110. We appreciate all of you guys. I hope that all of you, every single one of you guys, have a very blessed, safe, and a great Thanksgiving with you guys and your guys' families. Hope you guys enjoy it.
You're family to us.
You are. You guys, we are extremely thankful for all of you guys giving us a chance and tuning into us every single night from 8 to 10 p.m. We will be back on Friday night. We are going to be going on Friday to break down.
Show.
It should be a big show to break down the Lions' victory, hopefully over the Packers. Tomorrow, tune in 8 a.m.
And the game on Saturday.
Woodward in the game on Saturday. Woodward and Maine tomorrow, 8 a.m. Lions pregame show will be me and D-Mac at 9:30. We'll have the watch party at 12 with me, D-Mac. I think Stick will be there. And then the postgame show to follow. Listen, go Lions and happy Thanksgiving. We love all of you guys. We will see you guys all day tomorrow, locked in and on Friday.
Toodles, my G's.
Love you guys.
Sprinkled JMO 2 tutties money line.
100%.